This is your island truck driver, Bobby McQueen. And when I'm traveling through the cheese fields of Wisconsin, I listen to Tiki Man Radio. What could possibly go wrong?
beautiful tune by the Sauce Balls.
I love that song. It's great.
It's called a four-letter word. It's an instrumental, obviously. And we really enjoyed having the Sauce Balls on the show not too long ago. Talking about the score that he wrote for the movie about Jimmy Carter. Documentary.
That was really cool.
You never watched that. It's really cool.
The rock and roll president. It's definitely worth watching.
All right, so we're back. And so what we did was we logged off. If you listen to us on the radio, we are back on YouTube. What we did was logged off of one system that we use and logged on to YouTube. So totally my fault. But that's what it is. That's how we just roll, okay?
We got a few more chiming in. We want to say good morning to Bob Sheely, the Troprock Elvis.
Good Troprock Elvis, the man. He will be here for the summer party, July the 9th, 2022. Make your plans.
I know, it's exciting.
If you're going to be camping out, go ahead and reserve your spot over at Harrison Bay.
Yeah, it's not far. We've also got,
we have green
Goldens
space.
Actually have places to rent at their
there you go.
At their little, it's not quite a bed and breakfast, but it's a lodge over there.
We're going to call it the Golden's Bed and Breakfast with no food,
farm,
no swimming pool.
Wow. Why would you stay there?
But you got a lake right there, and then you've got the pontoon boat you can
got
rent.
a damn pool right here. The whole reason you're coming here is to be here at the party.
But they have some places,
you got a place to lay your head.
Which is just around the corner where I do my farm at.
Well, there you go.
And, hey, good morning to John Beck.
John Beck is out there this morning. I was getting ready to say his name. Good morning to you. And John Beck will be here for the summer party.
He sure will.
So we have Bob Sheely, the Troprock Elvis, and of course we'll have the Shanty Hounds. They're coming back up from Key West, Eddie Hoy and Key West Chris. And of course, John Beck will be here playing pans.
Fantastic.
That's the plan, anyway.
That's the plan.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, we want to talk about a new sponsor that we got, Collington Creek Inn. Let me see if I can pull it up here on the screen.
This is exciting.
This is
this
very
place looks
exciting. Cool. And let me pull up everything that I got here for it. Let's see here.
Looks like a very cool place to stay.
Yeah, the Collington Creek Inn is located on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, and it's a modern bed and breakfast, okay? And that's kind of important. You know, like if you have an older bed and breakfast, which always has a lot of character to it.
I was about to say, those are pretty cool.
Yeah, they are cool, but you don't have some of the amenities, you know, like extra plug-ins for your phones and all this stuff.
Right,
you know?
right.
So
this
anyway,
is a modern one.
They represent themselves as a modern bed and breakfast, surrounded by the water in the heart of the Outer Banks. And if you're watching us on YouTube, you can see it right there.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Completely surrounded by water, and of course, all the rooms you got a view of the water. You know, so
Beach Buddah says, "Hey, it's an amazing inn. I've been there personally."
And you can get you some Beach Buddah coffee.
You certainly can.
Yeah,
they have that exclusively there.
So we're very excited to have Collington Creek Inn on as a new sponsor. That, of course, is the sponsor for Jen Shin's new show on Friday, the Friday kickoff with Jen Shin between 11 and 1 p.m. And she did a great job.
She did.
Yeah.
I didn't get to hear all of it. I heard bits and pieces because I was working. I mean, I couldn't totally focus on it. But what I did hear, I thought she did really good.
Did a great job.
I thought she did a fantastic job. And like everybody else that does a show, immediately after the show, you always think of something you could have done better. You know,
that's
critique
everybody.
Yourself,
That's
you know,
normal.
especially when it's show number one.
Yeah, that's.
She did fantastic.
She did great.
Yeah, she did great. And welcome to the family, as we like to call it. And I'd sent out what seemed like a corporate email to all of them.
I couldn't believe I received it. I'm sitting here, you know, because I was actually at my desk working, and I got the email. It's like, wow, I'm included in this email? I'm like moving up the ladder here. I was shocked. Well, I'm like, man.
You're part of this team.
You're part of this team, and of course, I include Callie Cool.
Yeah, I felt the same as him because I saw him respond. He's like, man, I received this too. It's like, well, wow.
Behind the scenes. Well, there's all kinds of ways for, you know, I really think for all the broadcasters, all the hard work. I know more than anybody that how hard it is to bang out a show every week and be consistent, and it takes a lot of dedication.
It does. I agree.
And it's more than an hour or two of work. It's an all-week thing. I mean, you're constantly thinking about it.
Nicole Hall said Jen Shin was awesome.
Oh, well, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, she did a great job.
So we got that going on. That was really cool. So welcome Collington Creek to the family. And they're also talking about sponsoring the Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase down in Key West.
Oh, wow.
And so we're going to be talking to them about that. And we got some really cool things that we can't announce just yet. But let's just say, you know, keep an eye out for March. Okay, let's just say that. You know, we're working behind the scenes on something really, really cool, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. And Collington Creek is behind all that. So,
that'd be because like I said, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, absolutely. So, And what else we got going on? What else was I going to? There was something else. Oh, I talked to Johnny B yesterday. The other night.
That's right.
Yesterday. It was the night before last.
This is the night before last.
All the days start to run together.
I'm so glad you got to talk to Johnny B.
Johnny B is,
great.
and I believe he's listening this morning. He may or may not be, but I believe he is. But Johnny B and I started. We worked together when I got into radio. Johnny B was the reason I got into radio, and it was back in the Tiki Island radio days, and he became my mentor, if you will, for radio, and we just had so much fun. We just had so much fun working back in the day, and the station was back where he was, which, by the way, I was pissed off at him whenever I found out that he wasn't on a tropical island somewhere. Because he always, that's the way he kind of projected himself, so it was really cool. But he had the base there, and I was here, and so I had to do the whole remote DJ and stuff and all that good stuff. But anyway, Johnny B is the man. He's the legend. He is a real radio dude, and one of these days it's going to be like that final Godfather movie. Every time I try to get out, they pull me back in. But he's going to be doing some sound bites for us, some commercials, and some sweepers and stuff of that nature. That way I can get it back in his blood. I'm going to suck him back in with a commercial at a time.
That's what happened to me a little over 3 years ago. Whenever I moved to Tennessee and I discovered all of this because I hadn't done radio in years.
Sucked you back
and it
in.
did, and now here I am every Sunday morning, and I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, and I love it. It's awesome.
Well, you have the perfect gig. You just come in and do radio.
I know.
That's pretty awesome. Well, me too. I'm with you, Jay.
One of these days I'm going to do radio.
That. This offer, we talk about it every time, and I throw it out there because every once in a while I'll get messages about it. They're like, man, you need to do your own show. You need to be a DJ on there.
That's right.
I'll tell you what. You get a sponsor, email the Tiki Man at tikimanradio@gmail.com with your sponsor. Hey, man, I want to hear J-Man doing a show on there. Hey, man, I want him as a DJ during these hours. We'll make it happen. I have no qualms in doing it.
That's right.
Yeah, I would love to see you do something like
the rock and roll thing.
Yeah,
we could do it.
Maybe take a concert, that was in 1972 or whatever of whoever, and
that'd be awesome.
Air that, and then come in and talk a little bit about it, the behind the scenes that happened with that. Wouldn't that be cool?
It'd be very cool.
Awesome.
And ironically that you say that, it is the 50th anniversary of the fire at Montrose, which it was a Frank Zappa concert, and the reason why it's so famous, the Blue Oyster Cult song "Smoke in the Water." They talk about the fire at Montrose. They burnt the place down.
Yeah,
50 years ago Thursday is when that
50 years ago.
Yes.
Shut your mouth.
Oh my gosh.
So no, I'm open to that. Like I say, we just need, because there's no such thing as free radios, and I understand that. So we do need a sponsor.
Yes.
Email the Tiki Man. We'll make that happen.
There you go. And you can have some fun right along with us.
Yeah,
as
be
a sponsor.
part of the family.
Be part of the family. I love that. But yeah, I sent out like a corporate email.
I was shocked still. I'm like, what?
And but it was,
it was a good email.
Here are some key dates. Instead of sending text messages to everybody or trying to, get it all out there, here is all the key dates coming up, things that we got in the works, and all the cool stuff. And we are working with Cali Cool out in California.
That's going to be neat.
And I'm going to say it on the air today in case he's listening or whatever. We are working with a sponsor out there. If it comes together, okay. If it doesn't, I'm okay with that as well. I would love to be able to connect the West Coast in California, obviously, with the East Coast and help out our sponsors. But more than anything, I would give up, an hour of the radio station to work with the university out there and the kids that are in the music program. Tiki Man Radio, that would be part of our gift to the university out there, and hopefully they would see that as a benefit for the children and all that stuff, or not the children, but the young men and girls that wanted to be in the radio and all that stuff. They have a studio built into the college.
Oh, wow.
That's so cool.
And so they have everything set up to do this, but we could give those kids that are aspiring to be in radio or be announcers in sports, broadcasters or whatever, an opportunity to be on a radio where they normally wouldn't be.
That's right.
That is very cool.
I would love to be a part of something like that. And Callie Cool, which we have to say is the very first Tiki Head DJ we had.
That's right, he was.
Truly
is.
That's his claim to fame. You know, so
and he did a great job too.
He wears it proudly as well.
He should.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of cool things coming down the pike. A lot of good things going on with Tiki Man Radio. If I could ever get Johnny B, if he's looking on his laptop right now, if I could ever get Johnny B to back on the morning show,
that would be incredible.
we would be like a rocket ship, okay? Because Johnny B is the man, no doubt about it. So
A morning show would be fun. I've done those in the past. They are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to do a morning zoo type of show. I know we talked about that a week or so ago, but still just a positive, weird news that's out there, what the weather is. You can have so much fun with that.
well, Johnny B was like the zoo in a box, okay?
A zoo
Because
in a box.
everybody knows, that if you have a local radio station and they're always talking about the morning zoo, right? It's probably
Oh,
5 or 6 people, that are aspiring to be syndicated around the world, like Rick and Bubba and all that we were
Sure.
talking about, John Boy Billy and all that good stuff, But that's kind of how all those syndicated shows started out.
They did.
And but Johnny B was the zoo in a box, meaning he did all the skits himself. He did all that stuff, and it was magical. It was magical, So I'm just thankful that he's going to be doing some sweepers and some commercials for us because he's very good at it.
Well, cool. I'm looking forward to hearing that.
Well, I'm laying it on thick this morning. Ain't
You
I?
are. You're laying it on thick.
Johnny B's like, I know what the hell he's doing.
Hey, good morning to Chris Shaddix and Morgan.
Oh, hey, good morning, Morgan
Good morning,
and Chris.
you guys. He said he listened as much as he could. He's got to go into the work thing now. Sorry.
Oh, I understand.
Sorry, Chris. I
I'm
know.
there.
I almost said a minute ago when we were saying shut your mouth, it was Morgan's thing is shut the back door.
All the time she would say that. I'm just glad that they're happy in North Carolina now. I mean, it's sad not to see them regularly, but I am glad that they're happy.
Yeah.
I think I said shut your mouth last night, and Larice
You said
just
a lot.
laughed and laughed and laughed. She goes, I just love the South. That's just funny.
It is another world down here. I'm still trying to adapt. I mean, I'm getting there, but I'm still trying to adapt. Trying to, be more native.
And Johnny B is watching, and he said, I heard that. You are laying it on awful thick.
Hell yeah.
I got to talk to him, about 6 o'clock, like the rest of us, like maybe have a, because I come in, I pour me a little bourbon, whatever, after a long day, and I got to wait till he gets about 2 of those in him. And then, by God, I have him doing like 7 shows a week after that.
Well, yeah. I know. It don't take much.
That's funny.
It's too.
That's
And the
stupid.
thing is, it's so much fun, and it's hard to describe for people that have not worked in the radio business.
Yeah.
It gets in your blood, and it's just, yes, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of frustration, but you're having so much fun, and you're doing so
Yes.
much cool stuff that it don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
It is.
Well, I was talking to Johnny B the other day, and it's getting sucked back into that corporate thing is so depressing. It really is. I mean, because you really just become another number.
Well, and that's why you can't do terrestrial radio. Yes, I mean, I would be open to terrestrial radio, but the problem with terrestrial radio, and it's only gotten worse in the last 20 years,
Yeah.
a lot of the people that you hear, even here in Chattanooga, they're not in Chattanooga. They're recording things, some city in their little home studio, emailing those little bites over, the little liners, hey, you just heard blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You're listening to blah, blah, blah. Here's blah, blah, blah. And that feeling of old school radio is gone.
Yeah.
The whole album-oriented rock format that was built on a personality, talking about the music, talking about stuff going on, is gone.
Well, Lauren Davidson, KZ106, that has been around forever here. It's a radio station we all kind of grew up listening to. Still has the same playlist they did in
Yes, they do.
They do, but I still love him.
Well, that's the problem with this. And I was talking to somebody this past week, somebody I worked in the business with years ago. We were talking about album-oriented rock and a station similar to the KZ106 here in Chattanooga, KC95 in St. Louis, so Scotty can get a shot there. And
Shot
Wait a
with
minute.
Scotty.
Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on, wait.
We got to hook up Scotty,
You need to have it on the button.
I know.
So you can put your button.
Shotty with Scotty.
Shotty with Scotty.
Because
I gotta raise that up a little bit.
But here's the thing, like you're saying, because I did try to listen to KZ106 because I enjoy classic rock, but I like some newer stuff and I like some other things as well. And you're right, the playlist hasn't changed, and that format has expanded. You can include Aerosmith from the 80s and early 90s. You can include Robert Plant with Alison Krauss into that mix. Nobody wants to hear Boston More Than a Feeling every 2 hours on the hour.
And that's what they do.
Exactly.
And listen, it's
awful.
That's the music.
And I love Boston, but it's awful.
But you don't want to hear it every 2 hours on the hour.
And their playlist is so deep on Boston, you can play different songs, and they don't.
Right.
Yeah, it's the roots of how we all grew up.
Right.
And Boston, I thought was way ahead of.
Oh, they're
time.
awesome!
Mm-hmm.
It's an awesome band. I'm not saying anything negative about them.
But you're right. I mean, I was, just a short trip. I mean, I've got this crazy thing going on in this truck I bought that the radio works whenever the hell it wants to.
It just works randomly.
Oh, no.
And I dare not try to, hook up the radio station into it and all that stuff. I just kind of, if it comes on, by God, we listen to whatever. And usually it's KZ106. And,
yeah.
and I mean, in between here, it was 1 mile to the grocery store, right?
Yeah, it's not far at all.
Boston, Sticks.
And it's the same Sticks song.
Same crap. And it's not crap. It's just I want to hear more. Whenever I do take the time to listen to terrestrial radio, I want to hear some new music every once in a while, or something that I haven't heard in a while, other than I've heard that plenty of times.
Right, because Boston has so many great songs off of those 2 albums that you could play that the songs, but you don't hear them on the radio anymore because, it's been 40, 45 years. Just like Styx, we've talked about Styx before. You don't hear that original version of Lady anymore. No. You only hear the remastered one, or you only hear Renegade. And it's just, they have so many great songs. And whenever I was thinking about doing a show here, I would be doing a rock show with those songs. It'd be groups that we all know. You would know the songs, but it's like, man, I haven't heard those in a while. They're pretty awesome.
Right.
Well, speaking of those bands in KZ106,
yes,
they posted that Styx, REO Speedwagon, and Loverboy are coming to Atlanta at the Marist Bank Amphitheater June 17th.
Yeah, and I know, and here's
so there you go.
And I know about this tour. Here's why. They're kicking off that tour in St. Louis. So, that way Scotty can get another shot. But they're kicking off that tour in St. Louis.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Shotty with Scotty. they're kicking off that tour. I think it's February or early March, because REO is from Champaign, Illinois, which is about an hour and a half east, and then Styx is out of Chicago, which that's about 5 hours north. So they would always start their tours in St. Louis and then expand from there.
I knew he was going to do it.
So, but it would be a good show. Kevin Cronin still has his voice with REO Speedwagon. Now, Styx, that's a little thing because, Tommy Shaw hasn't toured in a while, and then, Dennis DeYoung, he's starting to lose it a little bit. It still wouldn't be a bad show. Loverboy, I'm trying to think of that lead singer's name. He still got it.
Yes.
It's amazing how good they're still sounding. We were talking about Billy Idol had a birthday this last week.
66.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And then
Holy crap, Billy Idol's 66.
And yet that doesn't feel like old to me anymore.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
And then on Friday, Ozzy Osbourne turned 73, and it's like, wow, he's still alive.
Well, now Ozzy's been going downhill for quite some time. That whole reality TV show that they did, I mean, it was funny as hell because you just thought he was going to fall over on the floor at any given time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know whatever happened about that. But anyway, all right, so we got Lauren Davidson coming up here in about 12 minutes or so. And, of course,
oh, what happened there?
I don't know.
That was a little,
That was weird.
That was a little weird.
Okay.
Well, it happens. Listen, I'm flying the plane. Everything's going to be okay. Y'all just drink your damn drinks, okay?
Hey, I got my drink. All's good.
Brent Burns has a new CD out.
Oh, I know. That's cool.
Yeah, there we go. And we got that in the mail the other day. He's always good about sending us new CDs and stuff, so I thought I'd play one of those. And then we've got, like I said, we got Loren Davidson, who is in the witness protection program. So after this is all over with, we'll have to cut all this out. So you only get to see it live since he's in the witness protection program. But how about a little Brent Burns? This one is, let me see here. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to play with Brent Burns. I know. Oh, man, that sucks. Let me see here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I copied it.
Oh, we found it?
Yeah,
Okay.
here we go. Let's see here.
Hey, Island J has free beer coolers. I just got that
speaking of Island J, I'm glad you brought that up. You need to get your orders in by the 15th.
Yes, that's what the email said.
And I talked to him last night during everything that was going on.
Yeah, any order over $25, you do get a free beer cooler. It's added automatically to your cart at checkout. Yes, these are the good ones made of neoprene. These are not the cheap ones, according to Island J.
According to Island J, well, it must be true. All right. So now that I finally got my act together here, this one's called Barefoot Boogie. Here we go.
Friday after work at the beach with my girl, hit the sand dance floor and give her a whirl. We're both wearing shorts and a cheap pair of thongs, working on a buzz and it won't be long. Grooving to the beat of a Troprock band. Everybody knows how to do that dance. Do the barefoot boogie, barefoot boogie, the barefoot boogie, barefoot boogie. Do the barefoot boogie, give it all you got. Once you get started, man, you won't want to stop. Do the barefoot boogie, barefoot boogie. Do the barefoot boogie, barefoot boogie. Do the barefoot boogie, give it all you got. Do the barefoot boogie till you flip, flop, drop. Need rhythm, you can jump on in, tap your toes, hold your nose, and do the swim. Bust the latest move like all the kids, but join the old folks and just do the twist. It's okay to look silly cause nobody cares. It's the end of the week and we're letting down our hair. Do the barefoot boogie, barefoot boogie. Do the barefoot boogie, barefoot boogie. Do the barefoot boogie, give it all you got. Once you get started, man, you won't want to stop. Do the barefoot boogie, barefoot boogie. Do the barefoot boogie, barefoot boogie. Do the barefoot boogie, give it all you got. Do the barefoot boogie till you flip, flop, drop. Barefoot boogie, barefoot boogie, the barefoot boogie, barefoot boogie. Do the barefoot boogie, give it all you got. Once you get started, man, you won't want to stop. Do the barefoot boogie, barefoot boogie. Do the barefoot boogie, barefoot boogie. Do the barefoot boogie, give it all you got. Do the barefoot boogie till you flip, flop, drop. Do the barefoot boogie, give it all you got. Do the barefoot boogie till you flip, flop, drop.
Hi everybody, it's me, the Beach Buddah from BeachBuddahCoffee.com. Well, right now if you're listening to Tiki Man Radio like I am, well then you need to stay caffeinated and make sure you don't miss a thing while listening to the greatest coastal Americana music and, well, escaping a little bit. You need to take a little trip with every sip with the best roast from coast to coast. That's BeachBuddahCoffee.com. We love our Tiki Man Radio, and right now, if you use code word Tiki Man, you can get $5 off your next order. So I hope to see you guys on the radio while you're sipping your best roast from coast to coast. BeachBuddahCoffee.com. This is the Beach Buddah. Stay caffeinated. Remember, it's your coffee.
That's the Beach Buddah Coffee, the official coffee of Tiki Man Radio. Go over to tikimanradio.com and click on the coffee tab and order yours today. Beach Buddah Coffee, the best roast coast to coast.
buzzer goes off and I press snooze. Don't like dealing with the morning news this early. Shower, shave, and something to eat. Back in the car, out into the street at 8:30. Sun is shining, it's getting warm. I know this day is gonna seem too long. Waiting time feels like coming sooner. Tequila, triple sec, and lime in my future. I'm feeling fine, making time to ease my mind. On a Margarita Monday, Margarita Monday. Stare out the office window at green and blue. Playing out there, it'd sure be fun to do if I could. Trying to care about what my boss just said. Break time's over, it's back on my head, but it's all good. Read 10 pages of bureaucratic crap. Sit through meetings when I'd rather take a nap. Make it enough mischief to earn my salary. So cancel my appointments, Jose Cuervo's calling me. I'm feeling fine, making time to ease my mind. On a Margarita Monday, Margarita Monday. I'm feeling fine, making time to ease my mind. On a Margarita Monday, Margarita Monday, Margarita Monday, Margarita Monday. I'm feeling fine on a Margarita Monday, Margarita Monday, Margarita Monday, Microbrew Monday. Yeah, why not?
Why not? That's Lauren Davidson right there with Margarita Monday. And I'm going to see if I can get him over here and get him into the interview box here. Let me go over here and see what we got and see if we can bring him in here. All right. Can you hear us, brother?
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second here.
Yeah, that's
I could put on a mask.
All right. Loren Davidson is joining us from the country, Panama. And I've been telling everybody you're in the witness protection program. So after this video, you can only watch this live. After this, we'll have to cut it out and disregard it. And then if somebody else shows up and asking questions, we'll act like we don't know anything about it. There you go, man. So how in the hell are you, man?
I'm awesome. Life is good. I'm enjoying the heck out of my retirement. Being down here, I've been meeting some really nice people, and amazingly, for being in the tropics, it's a little bit chilly here at times, but that's because I'm at 3,500 feet. So
what is that? 66 degrees?
It's right now. It's probably about 70 out there, and it's kind of a little bit rainy today.
Yeah.
Down at the coast, it's kind of like Florida in the summer.
Yeah.
Probably 85 degrees or so. Hey, they just had blizzard warnings in the high spots of Hawaii yesterday, so you can have cool weather in the tropics.
Well, there you go. Well, I was telling you yesterday whenever we were talking that I admire you so much for making this move. This was a big deal, and but it was something that you really tell us a little bit how you came to that conclusion, because you had to you go down to Panama and you're like, you know what, I could live here.
Well, it probably all started about 5-6 years ago after I moved to Florida and realized that, I really can do what I want if I plan and prepare for it and decide this is what I was going to do, because that's kind of how I ended up in Florida. And then I was watching way too many tropical house hunting porn shows on HGTV. And looking at all those gorgeous beaches further south from me and thinking, if I could move to Florida, what's stopping me from moving even further south?
That's right.
And that started me doing a whole bunch of research into just about every Caribbean island and Central American countries and a few other places in the world. And I got myself narrowed down to Mexico, Costa Rica, and Panama. And that was the point in time of traveling to visit places. And I got to Costa Rica about 2.5 years ago. And I got to the Yucatan about close to 2 years ago now. I got there February, the month before COVID shut everything down, visiting friends of mine in Merida, which is a beautiful place. But the country there was not something I was really in tune with. Mm-hmm. And then last December, when the COVID net came down enough to make travel possible again, I came out here to Panama to check it out. And I was very favorably impressed. And I was connected into a couple of communities of expats and folks supporting relocation here. And they had all the information that I would need in order to move, find a good immigration attorney, get my driver's license, get my visas, all that stuff. And I'm like, with this being such a nice place and with that level of support and networking, this is the place.
Yeah.
And I came down here a year ago. I was actually here in Boquete a year ago, checking things out. And about halfway through the trip, I realized I'd been creeping toward the I'm going to do this decision. And so once I got back, I started, well, actually before I went back, I was already planning, but once I got back, I started really doing some heavy planning and execution and cleaning stuff out and downsizing as much as is possible for a clutter freak like me to do.
Right.
I managed to get myself down to about a dozen boxes of stuff that I figured I would need during my first year here, and about 2/3 of a 16-foot container full, which is currently sitting in a storage facility in Fort Myers.
Wow.
And so August 4th, I got 2 very full suitcases, a very heavy backpack, and my guitar onto a plane in Miami. And that got me down to Panama City, and the next day I flew in here to Boquete.
Very cool. So how far is how long a flight is that from Miami?
Miami, it's about 3 hours to Panama City. And then there's about another hour flight from there to David, which is the second biggest city in the country and is the nearest big city to here. And Boquete is about a 45-minute drive north up into the short end of the mountains from David.
Okay. Well,
if I need anything major, you know, I was down in David with friends on Friday, shopping for things. They've got big electronics stores. We were in the store called Conway, which from the decor looks like it's owned by Target. They have the big round targets on their sign and everything else, and I'm like,
right.
Gee, I wonder who owns these people.
Yeah, I wonder who owns that. Yeah,
it's like Price Smart, which is our membership discount store here, which I believe is owned by Costco, to the extent that they've got Kirkland plain label booze in the store there.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. Now that we got a connection there, we may have to hop a flight. Hippie Chick is here with me, and we may have to
Lauren.
hop
Good
a
to
flight
see your
and,
face.
Hi, darling.
Come down and have a beer with you, you know?
Yeah, I'd love to come have a beer with Lauren.
Yeah. We got our passports.
Yeah.
We're good to go. We can go anywhere.
If you can get as far as David, you know, I can certainly pick you up from there. Panama City's about a 6 to 8 hour drive, or as I said, an hour flight.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Well, that's cool, man.
Right now, you got to fly through Panama City to get to anywhere in the country because they're still coming back from the whole COVID thing.
Sure.
But eventually, I am sure that David is going to connect up to some other places, including probably San Jose in Costa Rica, and that'll make it a little more convenient.
Gotcha.
It's the only flight right now up here from Panama City leaves at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
So pretty much anytime you get into Panama City, you're going to have to go to a hotel and spend the night there, and then get up uncomfortably early to get over to the airport to make the flight out here. But you know, it's doable.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about it. Right now, we've got some really good friends that we're talking about going to Ireland in 2023. With so
it's a lovely country. I've never managed to get there myself.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. So that's something we're working on 2023. So it might be 2024 before we make it down to Panama.
But that's okay. You're going to be there, and we'll be.
Radio keeps us pretty busy.
Every month I'm here, I'm more convinced that I'm in the best place for me.
You are.
And
That's
so
really
I'm
cool.
likely to be around here somewhere. I'm going to start exploring a little around the rest of the country. Starting like the end of next weekend, a week from today, I'm heading down to a place on the coast called Boca Chica, which is about an hour and a half from here driving. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to just spend time looking at the ocean. I'm going to day trip out to some of the local islands to see like the wildlife and such. Whatever's out there, dolphins, whales, monkeys, whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
And it'll just be a few days of like just checking out that little piece of this country that I'm living in.
I hear you. Well, listen, man, we are proud that you are the Beach Buddah Artist of the Month. And
that's a really cool thing.
I thought that was really cool. And I was talking to the Beach Buddah yesterday, and Joe actually kind of works behind the scenes and does a lot of things, you know, and whatever. And he's like, well, I was having a really hard time reaching out to him. And I'm like, well, I'm like, listen, he's in the witness protection program now. He's kind of hard. He only responds to people he actually knows. And he's very leery about that.
Not only that, but my internet provider just changed mail servers about 2 weeks ago. Oh. And so a lot of stuff that used to come through to me is now getting stuck in their spam filters.
Oh, that's probably what happened.
And
yeah.
I just had to clear. I just went in there yesterday and I found stuff that I should have known about last week, including a couple of notes from my package forwarder, who's like, "You've got stuff here. Please come down and get it." And I've been like, why isn't he letting me know that my stuff is in? I know that he's probably got stuff for me.
Yeah.
So now I'm just going to have to go in there every couple of days until I get that configured right and tell the server, no, let this stuff through until it learns better.
You know, back in the...
It takes, if it's surface mail, it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks to get to me because everything goes to my forwarder in Miami, and then once a week it gets put on a boat which takes about a week to get here. So it takes a little time for stuff to arrive, but email mostly works. Facebook Messenger works.
Yep.
And, the big thing here is WhatsApp, which is just all instant messaging, and some of it's phone. And everybody outside the U.S. uses WhatsApp.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I just, and it popped up on ours the other day on the Tiki Man Radio Facebook, and connected WhatsApp to that. That seems to be the thing now. So we're doing that. But, you got me to thinking, because I confirmed that Beach Buddah Coffee will be sending you a package of, the coffee and that stuff. But back in the day, not that I know anything about this, but I did watch a lot of Miami Vice. Back in the day, they would try to, drugs that was being smuggled, would be covered in coffee, right? It would throw off the scent of the dog and all that stuff. They've since trained the dogs better, but I got to thinking about that. They're sending coffee to you in the country of Panama, and I wonder if it'll make it.
It's like sending coals to Newcastle.
I hope it makes it through customs. Yeah.
In one of the biggest coffee growing regions in the country.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I've got a bag of coffee in my freezer right now, which I got from a friend of mine who helps run an organic farm about 5 miles from here.
Yeah.
Oh, how cool!
We've got a volunteer coffee plant out on the side of the building. I walk by it every time I go down to do laundry.
Well, that's great. Now you can tell everybody about Beach Buddah Coffee because you'll have it there, and you can chat.
I've actually started drinking coffee, which I never drank coffee. I tried it when I was 16. It was horrible stuff. I had to put about half cream and sugar in the thing in order to make it barely unpalatable. And I decided it wasn't worth the effort. But coffee seems to have the whole coffee producing thing seems to have gotten better over the years.
Yeah.
And with both drip and a French press, I've managed to turn this stuff into something that I can actually drink if I throw in 2 sugars and a teensy bit of Bailey's.
Well, there you go.
Perfect.
And everybody has their own little thing. I mean, I've been drinking coffee since I was about 14 years old, and the world is a better place for me and the people I have to deal with if I have coffee.
That's right.
So it's very important to me, and we're just so proud to have Beach Buddah Coffee as one of our sponsors. I mean, I was doing radio for years.
Chris is awesome people. I love getting to interact with him every now and then. He's really good for people, and I'm grateful to him for having taken this somewhat retired old trop rocker and put me out in front of some people.
Well, speaking of which, I want to play one of your songs, which, of course, What Could Possibly Go Wrong is one of my favorites, obviously.
Of course.
We'll play that. We'll come back and we'll tell everybody the story behind the song, okay?
All righty.
All right. If you're just joining us, Lauren Davidson is joining us from an undisclosed location because he's in the Witness Protection Program. And so this song right here has a little bit of a story behind it. And, of course, it's our motto here at Tiki Man Radio, What Could Possibly Go Wrong? All right. So here we go. It's a little bit of rocker, Mr. Loren Davidson.
Well, the scientists ran jet skis and they're giving out free beer. I think our plans for what we do today just become real clear. I watched my cousin do this once. Couldn't be that hard. Let's fill the cooler and get going and head out for that big sandbar. What's the worst thing that could happen? What could possibly go wrong? Maybe someday we'll be laughing or wind up in somebody's song. If one of you could hold my beer, I'll try to turn this sucker on. I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen? What could possibly go wrong? Let's strap 1,000 Roman candles to the bottom of this chair. I think that we could make it fly and hover in the air. We'll put out some old mattresses so you got someplace off to land. We'll film it all for YouTube. That's an awesome plan. What's the worst thing that could happen? What could possibly go wrong? Maybe someday we'll be laughing or wind up in somebody's song. I took a high school class in physics, and I know just how this should be done. I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen? What could possibly go wrong? People's dreams. I betcha we can catch him if we just don't cross the streams. Hey, look, we finally got him. Sorry about the mess. We'll send an invoice in the morning. Pay it or be possessed. What's the worst thing that could happen? What could possibly go wrong? There are folks who think we're crazy, but we'll wind up in someone's song. I've got this nasty proton gun. Cross your fingers, switch me on. I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen? What could possibly go wrong? What's the worst thing that could happen? What could possibly go wrong? Maybe someday we'll be laughing or wind up in somebody's song. I tell you, we're professionals, so kids, don't try this stuff at home. Now, what's the worst thing that could happen? What could possibly go wrong?
Rocking it there, Mr. Loren Davidson.
Oh, man, it sounded awesome.
Yeah, you know. I was down, I flew down to Inglewood, yeah, and the crowd goes wild, by the way. I was flew down to, Diane and Pablo had Diablo's Creek, and a house concert venue down there. And so as a Father's Day weekend, I flew down there to do a show. I think, I forget who, Danny and Chris were there. I think B-Man and Micho were there. And we were broadcasting it, and Lauren was there, and he walks up to me and he says, I got an idea for a song. It's called What Could Possibly Go Wrong? I'm like, I love it.
That's perfect. And it is an awesome song.
I think I already had the song. I was just letting you know that I knew what your motto was and that you should really know about this song.
Yeah, and you and Jeff Brewer were kind of working on a similar song at the same time.
We were, and Jeff came out with this thing called "What Could Happen."
What could happen? Yeah.
And I had to noodle on mine for a while longer, and then one day I was floating through Facebook, and somebody, Tom Melendez, Batman, had posted this picture of a sign down it turns out down on Summerlin Key, about mile marker 24 or so right near Howard Livingston's place. And it was a jet ski rental place, and they had this old dead jet ski out front, and there was a sign on it that said jet ski rentals and another sign that said free beer. And
wow.
I looked at that and I said, what could possibly be And since Tom suggested that, this was shortly after Jim Morris passed on.
Yeah.
And since and Tom said something about this is the type of thing that Jim would write a song about. And so I kind of borrowed a little bit of Jim's style for that.
Sure. Yeah.
And
it came out great, man. It's a rocking song.
Basically, it took once I had that, I was off and running, and I had the basics of the song within an hour.
And it makes me smile every time I hear it because I know the story behind the song, and of course I just love it because what could possibly go wrong. But you mentioned Jim Morris, and we were talking about DJ Jeff last week. Because the subject came up, who coined the Troprock phrase and all that stuff. And some people's names came out, and I'm like, whoa, wait just a minute here. All right, we got to give credit where credit is due. DJ Jeff was the man who started this whole crazy thing that we're doing on the radio, and I think it's important, and a lot of people that have came into the Troprock family or whatever, unfortunately, didn't get to ever see Jim Morris play and all that stuff, So, I mean, it's important that we always kind of go back and give credit where credit is due.
I think it's important to acknowledge our roots. And Jim did so much for this genre and for people in general. He raised a lot of money for charity along the way.
Yeah.
And in the same way, in a similar way to DJ Jeff, those people, them, Sonny Jim, people like that were really kind of the nexuses around which a lot of what our community is now originally kind of coalesced around.
That's right.
Without them, it would have been a very different thing. And without DJ Jeff and without Jim Morris, it's becoming a very different thing, which is not to say it's bad. I mean, everything grows and evolves.
Sure, yeah.
You either evolve or you die.
That's right. But it's always great to go back and talk about how it all started and have a, unfortunately we lost DJ Jeff and Jim Morris, and but it's always important, because back in those days, after DJ Jeff passed away, Johnny B launched Tiki Island Radio, and then of course he and I started working together, and it was the one thing that Johnny B did not want to do was to kind of copy what DJ Jeff was doing at the time, and so Tiki Island Radio was more of a Polynesian style type of radio station, which it was a cool vibe, the ohana on the island and all that good stuff, and but he was very particular about that when he launched Tiki Island Radio because of the respect for DJ Jeff.
Yeah, I know I had stuff in their playlist too back in the day.
Yeah,
because I remember when he came along with that. But what Jeff had worked, and it worked for us in that place in that time, and a lot of very cool things came out of that, and to this day, I feel privileged to have been a part and had whatever remove from those early days.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, buddy, I'm so glad to, see you. It's really cool that we can do this whole video interview now as opposed to being on the phone. The phone is great to talk to somebody, but actually seeing you and seeing where you're at and all that good stuff, and everybody that is chiming in on YouTube and all that stuff are really enjoying the interview today.
That's great. I am too. And one of these days when things are a little slow, we should just chat for a while just for grits and shins. Like
Sounds great.
Yesterday.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Because I love talking with you guys, and it'd be nice to have just the portal out there that I could just step through and be down in the chocolate bar or something.
There you go. Well, the last time, and you guys remember this.
I remember it. He was awesome.
Last time he was here, he did a little mini concert for us here in the chocolate bar, and had a great time. They still talk about that night when you were here, And the funny thing is, Jack Mosley was here not too long ago, and of course Jack played here last summer, and Jack was walking around the chocolate bar, and he's like, "Where the hell is my picture? All I see is Loren Davidson here. Where the hell is my picture at?" So I immediately had to print off some new pictures, and replace some and all that stuff. But your picture's still in the chocolate bar, of course, But I thought that was funny as hell. He's like, "Where the hell? All I see is Loren Davidson in here. What the hell's going on?" Being the Jack that Jack is.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack is a fun man. I love Jack.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, we love him too. So, and we missed you down in Key West this year. Usually you're part of the Songwriter Showcase, Key West bound, and man, we moved that thing over to Dirty Harry's, and we all don't have to share sweat like we used to.
Well, as long as you're back in the open air space rather than right in up next to the stage, it gets a little close up near backstage.
Yes, it does.
But Dirty Harry's is nice.
I've played there before. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very nice, and they got fans going. We had a lot more room. We had plenty of bartenders. We had food. We had all kinds of things. It was a great transition. As you said, everything evolves as we go forward, and we kind of outgrew the Tiki House, and we thank them for all the years of kickstarting this whole songwriter showcase. But man, we had a blast, and it's open air. Dirty Harry's has that open air area there, and it's very cool.
Well, the old conventional wisdom is whenever you're an entertainer, if you have the choice between cramming a small space till the walls bulge out and half filling a larger space, always do the smaller space.
Yeah, there you go.
And to a certain extent, that probably helped the showcase in the earlier years because it was just chock full of people all the time. I managed to fill the place at 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning one year.
I know, right? Yeah, I mean, it's and it was the same way this year. I mean, we started at 11 and we go to about 7. What did we do, B-Dog? We went to 7? Is that what it was? Or 6 something or another, whatever. We had to get out
something
there.
like that.
They have a house band that comes on called the Dirtbags, and they come on around 8 or 9 o'clock at night, so we have to get the hell out of there, which is great because now we can actually go and actually have a dinner.
Have dinner and enjoy some of the town if you got any energy left.
That's right. That's right, man. That's right. Well, buddy, I appreciate you being on the show, taking time out. I know you got to go meet with some friends and stuff, and we want to thank you for being
it's Sunday. We got brunch down at my new local bar, Mike's Global Grill, which is a very comfortable place. There are ways in which it reminds me a little, the feel of it, of the old Cork and Stogie.
Oh wow, man. That's cool.
Being on
that level, it feels like home.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I miss
some real good friends here, and this whole town. There is a feel to it, at least in the expat part of it, that reminds me a lot of Key West. The size, the way you're always running into people, and I think there's also the element of people who wind up here are people who didn't fit somewhere else.
That's very cool, man.
That is cool.
Like US. I mean, if you fit in Omaha, Nebraska, you're not going to get a wild hair up and say, why don't I just move to Panama?
That's
very
right.
True.
I mean, the winters, but still, this is a long way to come.
Yeah. Well, I miss those days on the veranda of the Cork and Stogie, and yeah, I love that part of town. I love being at that part. I always like to stay at the Speakeasy because it was basically right across the street there, and it was
right across from there. The old Saul the Angler.
Yeah, and it was a good part of you get away from the craziness a little bit, especially if you want to sleep. That's the best place to stay is down at that end, but I do miss those days. And real quickly, your music is still out there, and even though you're semi-retired, right?
LorenDavidson.com hasn't been updated in a while, but it still works.
Yeah.
And I'm on Amazon, I'm on Spotify, I'm on CD Baby. All my stuff is available digitally. I don't have any physical CDs anymore because I'm sure as heck not going to be shipping anything out of Panama.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So everything is available digitally. Of course, I've got my own channel on YouTube still, which I may eventually put something up on new, but burn that bridge when we get to it. And, anybody who wants to will make a few extra cents for me, put something of mine on repeat on Spotify before you go to bed and just turn the volume down and it'll churn and churn and churn. And I might make a few cents by morning.
Well, there you go. There you go. Well, after the show is over, I'll go back and cut this interview out separately, which will be on YouTube. And I'll try to send it to you and maybe you can load it up on yours as well.
Awesome. Yeah. Put it someplace where I can get to it via Dropbox or stuff.
Yep.
If you try to send a 20-minute interview on video, my mail server is going to choke and say "Sorry, Charlie."
We'll take care of it.
and it's Microsoft, so really throwing the accent on there was not to demean anybody. It's just
I know. Well, buddy, thank you again for being the Beach Buddah Artist of the Month, and we were down in
for giving me an opportunity to hang out with you here on the radio on a Sunday.
Yeah, I
always love getting to do that. I especially love getting to do it in person, which obviously I can't do from here, but you guys have an awesome day, and just keep doing what you're doing. And I'm glad you're there doing what you're doing.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. We're going to leave everybody with a song called The Green Flash, which we talked a lot about when we were down in Key West and we were out on the sandbars and all that stuff, watching the sunset go down, and we were talking about you. So, buddy, we love you, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for being a part of the show, brother.
Thank you, and goodbye. Thank you to everybody for tuning in today, and make it the best possible day you can make it wherever you are.
There you go.
Hey, you
Thanks,
too, man.
Lauren.
We'll see you, brother. Here we go. The Green Flash.
So many wonders in the world under the heavens every day. Following dreams, I saw sunset scenery, and I just might stay. Now I breathe and I sigh. Let the frantic world pass me by. I'm watching for the green flash as the sun goes down. Watching for the green flash as the sun goes down. I'm watching for the green flash as the sun goes down. Watching for the green flash as the sun goes down. Corporate job kept me fed while I lived in my head, but it starved my soul. Till I saw pictures one day, islands far, far away, knew I had to go. Now I breathe and I sigh. Let the magic world fill my eyes. I'm watching for the green flash as the sun goes down. Watching for the green flash as the sun goes down. I'm watching for the green flash as the sun goes down. Watching for the green flash as the sun goes down. Gone on a week and a half, and I haven't seen one yet. Don't need no flash to enjoy a sunset. Watching for the green flash as the sun goes down. Watching for the green flash as the sun goes down. Watching for the green flash as the sun goes down. Watching for the green flash as the sun goes down. Watching for the green flash as the sun goes down. Watching for the green flash as the sun goes down. As the sun goes down. As the sun goes down.
This hour of the show is brought to you by Castaway Sauce Company, sponsor for Island Vibes with Scotty Chill on Friday nights between 7 and 9 p.m. With 4 different flavors to choose from, the award-winning Blackbeard's Revenge was featured on Man vs. Food Nation, Tampa edition. They love Troprock music and parrot heads sprinkled with great hot sauce. That's Castaway Sauce Company. Go over to tikimanradio.com and click on the Hot Sauce tab and order yours today. Make sure you click on the bundle price. That's Castaway Sauce Company. Alan Maltz Gallery of Key West, the official wildlife and fine art photographer of the state of Florida, and also sponsored for Island Vibes with Scotty Chill on Friday night. You can visit the gallery when you're in Key West at 1210 Duval Street. It's located down towards the end of Duval Street, closer to the southernmost point. That's Alan Maltz Gallery, fine art photographer of the state of Florida. Make sure you tune in to Scotty Chill with Island Vibes every Friday night between 7 and 9 p.m. as he rocks the airwaves on Tiki Man Radio. Key West Trading Company, home of Key West Smuggler's Whiskey, the official whiskey of Tiki Man Radio, which is now featuring Temple Pen's Revenge Premium Rum, Rekers Vodka, and of course, Smuggler's Whiskey, all of which is notoriously good for not getting caught. That's the Key West Trading Company and Key West Smuggler's Whiskey, the official whiskey of Tiki Man Radio. Go over to tikimanradio.com and click on the logo and order yours today. And if you're in Key West, go by the tasting room at 627 Eden Street. Key West Trading Company, the official whiskey of Tiki Man Radio.
Santa doesn't need a chimney. He can walk through a bamboo door. No need for stockings on the mantle. He can put the presents down on a teak wood floor. He doesn't want milk and cookies. He'll get a rum drink and key lime pie. When he asks me what I want for Christmas, I'll look old Santa right in the eye. All I want for Christmas is a big palm tree, a beach and a tropical sun. Those two things will remind me that wintertime can still be so much fun. All bundled up just to go outside is not where I want to be. You can have your snow and your mistletoe. All I want for Christmas is a big palm tree. Santa doesn't need a sleigh ride. All the tides and the winds are right. He can cruise the port on a sailboat and give all his reindeer a break tonight. Have oysters and beer at the tiki bar. It won't be long and he'll have no doubt. Why I ask him for the things I did, he'll know just what I'm talking about. All I want for Christmas is a big palm tree, a beach and a tropical sun. Those two things will remind me that wintertime can still be so much fun. All bundled up just to go outside is not where I want to be. You can have your snow and your mistletoe. All I want for Christmas is a big palm tree. Snowman, the sandcastle will do just fine. No need to send me a fruitcake. The only food I'll need is a slice of lime. I've got the holiday spirit, and I love all those Christmas songs about chestnuts and winter wonderlands. But where coconuts grow, that's where I belong. All I want for Christmas is a big palm tree, a beach and a tropical sun. Those few things will remind me that wintertime can still be so much fun. All bundled up just to go outside is not where I want to be. You can have your snow and your mistletoe. All I want for Christmas is a big palm tree. Have your snow and your mistletoe. All I want for Christmas is a big palm tree.
the mastermind. Run, run, Rudolph, Vixen can't be far behind. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, spinning like a merry-go-round. Said Santa to the boy child, what would you be longing for? All I want for Christmas is a rock and roll electric guitar. Then away went a Rudolph, streaking like a shooting star. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, spinning like a merry-go-round. Go, Rudolph, go, go, go. Said Santa to the girl child, what would you be pleased most to get? A little Barbie doll that can cry, sleep, drink, and wet. Then away went a Rudolph, streaking like a citation jet. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the interstate down. Run, run, Rudolph, spinning like a merry-go-round. Santa gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, spinning like a merry-go-round.
The man, the legend himself, Mr. Jimmy Buffett, who will be how old this year?
I know he's going to be, what,
75?
75 or 76.
Yeah, I bet
and
he's gonna
keep
be
in mind,
75.
this month he's redoing the Florida Days concerts in Florida. He's spending the month in Florida.
Yep.
You know, 35 years ago he did Florida Days, where he spent the month of December in Florida, and he's doing the same thing this month. So yeah, if you're in Florida, make sure you go out and check out Jimmy Buffett. And I'm looking up how old he's going to be, because he's a Christmas baby.
That's
Yes,
right.
I believe he will be 75 on Christmas Day.
75, you're absolutely right. 75 on Christmas Day.
That's pretty cool.
Parrotheads are supposed to know that.
It's a prerequisite.
Yeah.
I'll admit I'm not the perfect parrot head. You
I'm
know,
not the perfect parrot, but I've always been, even before I knew about parrot head clubs or anything, I was a parrot head back then.
And I enjoyed his,
I love Jimmy.
And I enjoyed his music before I became a parrot head. And I've been to a Jimmy Buffett concert, and I've said this before on here. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't make it happen. I hate the fact that I couldn't see his concerts in Nashville when he didn't have the big production.
Yeah.
It was just him talking about his songs, playing music.
I think in the years to come, you'll see more of that. I think they were. I think they were kind of like him and Mac or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was him and Mac, it was.
Kind of practicing that. But we want to thank our groups of parrot heads we work with, the Panama City Parrot Head Club. We're going to be back in Panama City.
So yes, B-Dog's going to go with us.
Yeah, for the 7th year, and Scotty Chill and Root the Truth is going to be coming down as well.
They're coming
fantastic.
too. Okay.
Maybe we can drag Jin Chin over there. I don't know.
Hey, that'd be cool.
I'm working on going there. Like I say, I know a lot of people with rooms. I'm just trying to put all the pieces together, because I'd like to be down and do radio on the beach with you.
That'd be really cool.
April 21st through the 24th, 2022. And we'll be back there for the 7th year broadcasting that. And we're looking forward to being back down there and being right on the beach. It is really cool. And, of course, we want to thank our official Parrothead Club, which is the Key West Parrothead Club.
That's right.
Very much so.
We want to thank them for being part of the Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase Key West Bound. They did the Welcome to the Island Luau this year.
That's right.
And they've been mighty good to us, so we really appreciate them being a part of Tiki Man Radio.
Oh, definitely. Because that's what it's all about. I mean, if it wasn't, and we got to look at the beginning of all this, not just Tiki Man Radio, all the other stations that are out there too. If it wasn't for Jimmy Buffett and that style of music, we wouldn't be sitting right here.
Yes. You gotta remember how things started, how things you gotta give credit where credit is due. That's why we were talking about Johnny B earlier and DJ Jeff, and I was glad that Lauren. What a great interview with Lauren!
That was an awesome interview.
Not
I love
a
hearing
great interview that I did. I'm just glad that he was
Lauren
here.
was
I'm not
awesome.
saying that. I'm just saying I was glad to have him on the show.
Right.
And he brought up Jim Morris and a lot of people that are getting into Troprock music right now. They never got a chance to see Jim Morris. And before the whole Donnie Brewer show, it was Jim Morris was the man. Okay, he was the man.
Yeah.
Donnie kind of came in behind after Jim passed away. So, but for those that have been around a while and got to see Jim live and all that stuff, I mean, he was definitely the man.
And while I never got to see Jim, I wish I could have.
Yeah.
Of course, I've seen Donnie Brewer. I mean, he's everywhere. But I wish I would have seen Jim because I've seen videos and such. Just a phenomenal man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Scotty Claus says, we got our room, but you are not staying with us, Jamie.
Hey, that's okay, Scotty, because, Parrot Head's the Riverbend based in Alton, Illinois, right outside of St. Louis. They are more than welcoming. Plus, my good friend Cindy, she's got her own room as well. She's offered that up to me. I've got several other places. I don't need to stay with Scotty Chill.
Well, one of the cool things we got to do with Tiki Island Radio was, we got to bring the whole crew in. This was the time, and there's a whole video about the 5 years, the first 5 years of broadcasting Rendezvous that you can go out on YouTube and watch, and it kind of pieces it together all the way back when Bahama Brad and I did the first one and all that stuff, and it ends up with because we started out at the beach or the Barefoot Club,
right?
All right. And we were way back in the restaurant, right?
Yeah.
And, we slowly moved a little closer to the beach over the years, and it was closer and closer and closer. When we were at Tiki Island Radio, we were right on the beach, but we were all the way back into the corner. Now we're next to the big stage.
It is so cool.
It is.
It's
I remember
a reserved
the video.
spot for us, and we don't. If we don't have that, we're not going. So that's kind of in the contract now, but. It's really cool to have all of you guys that work with us in radio come down and do that because it's right on the beach. It's a beautiful thing. Yes.
I got some more chime-ins today.
Okay.
Let's say good morning to Bobby McQueen, our island truck driver.
Good morning, Bobby.
And he was saying that he is going to see Jimmy in Orlando.
Wow. So he's participating in Florida Days, too. That's cool.
And Maureen Benfield, good morning to Mo.
Good morning, Maureen.
She said she's going to go down to the Rendezvous as well. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I like her. That's another reason why I should go. Because I like Maureen. She's so much like me. It's awesome.
I know. Y'all are the same.
We are. It's awesome.
Y'all really are a lot alike.
I know. It's a wonderful
She's
thing.
better than you are, but...
because she's a girl.
I was about to say, she's a girl. It's just amazing that we as we're talking and, we both did something that was not cool at the time, but now it's fashionable. We would, we both had disinfectant on our desk, and we'd clean off our desk every day. We have that in common. It's awesome.
Y'all are so much alike.
Yes.
It's so true.
Let's see here. Scotty Claus, is that?
Scotty Claus.
Yeah, Scotty Claus says I can't stay with him, but that's okay. I don't need his room. All's good.
Our ambassador out there, of course.
Michelle Myers.
Michelle Myers, of course. I'm looking forward to cheesecake next weekend. That's oh man.
And Michelle is the bodyguard coming with you.
Yeah,
he is.
Well, he is the bodyguard. There's no doubt about it.
He just appears. He just poof. There he is with his black glasses. There he is.
Callie McCool, I see he's out there.
Yeah, he's out there.
If you missed it, Callie, I call him Mr. Cool. We were talking about
Cool.
we're trying to work together on connecting the West Coast to the East Coast, and if you missed it, I mentioned earlier that I'm willing to give up an hour of the radio station to work with the kids in the music department out there that you work with. Sponsor, no sponsor. Hopefully we'll get the sponsor that we're working on, but that would be a way that we could connect with those kids. So you're in, brother, whenever you get ready.
Man.
So
West
Sounds
Side.
good to me.
What? What the hell was that?
You don't know this?
Oh, I totally know what he's doing.
What's he doing?
I can't believe you don't. Well, then again, the Tiki Man hadn't seen The Godfather either, so
No, I've seen The Godfather. He hasn't seen The Godfather.
Oh, he hasn't seen The Godfather? Okay, I'm sorry.
Or maybe I thought it was you hadn't seen The Godfather.
Oh, I've seen The Godfather numerous times. I can quote just about every single line of all
but
three
you haven't
movies.
seen The Sopranos. I mean,
I watched The Sopranos all the way to the end on HBO. It was awesome.
Okay.
I love it.
And have you seen the new one? I finally saw it. The Saints
Yes.
of the, that was awesome too.
Yep.
No, what I'm referring to is back in the 90s. B-Dog knows what I'm talking about, and the hippie chick knows what I'm talking about too. Back in the 90s, there was this big East Coast, West Coast thing between musicians. And you were either East Coast, and the whole thing that Suge Knight was trying to do out in California.
Suge Knight. I hadn't heard that in a while.
Was trying to connect the East Coast and West Coast, and it didn't work out too well. So that's why, the West Coast people would be like, West Side, and then, you had the East Coast people. So you're just trying to bridge everybody together. That's why I said that.
Well, we had Robbie Collada back in the day, and we had Robbie on the show not too long ago.
Yes, I remember that.
And he did a really good job for a couple of years there to connect the artists, the Troprock artists, that mainly kind of cater down towards the South, or not Key West, by the way, is not the South, just so you know that.
No.
The South is north of there. Yeah, but anyway, he did a really good job of connecting that, and was out there doing his thing. So
I got another one. We're going to say good morning to Uncle Alex.
Hey, good morning, Uncle Alex.
And
Good morning,
says-
well out there.
He says Jimmy Buffett this Thursday in West Palm Beach, 30 minutes from where he's at. He said, I've seen him several times, and Roll Tide.
Oh,
There you go.
Roll Tide. That's right.
I
Uncle
know.
Yeah.
Alabama done went to Georgia and showed them that these colors don't run.
Jesus, that's bad. That's bad.
I love it.
Hey, you got to
Thank
give
you,
them
Uncle
credit.
Alex.
They rolled in there and kicked Georgia's ass. I mean,
Well, yes, I had to have some people on my team, right?
I thought Golden was going to have a heart attack last night.
Oh, God. Well, they're okay. Well,
Thank
anyway.
God we got the food before the game.
Before the game, right.
Callie's got a message out there.
Oh, what's up?
He says, my seniors want to work with me on what I call the Tiki Man project.
Oh, very cool.
And he says they are in my studio reconfiguring the equipment to start the podcast.
Awesome.
That's
That
very
sounds
nice.
great.
Very
That's great
nice.
news.
I'm so excited about that because I want to work with those kids. I remember how excited Bahama Brad was when he kind of got the bug and he was going to school to be a broadcaster and all that stuff. He was really Bahama Brad is an old school.
He's an old soul.
Old soul, and he was really into. What was the guy that did the Turner Broadcasting movies? They passed away a couple
Yes,
years
I'm trying to think
ago.
of that guy because I remember because I would watch a lot of those movies because they would show so many German expressionist movies, which is my favorite genre of movies. Yeah. I can see the guy, I just can't remember his name. He was awesome. Here, let me Google this real quick.
Bahama Brad was wanting to take over his job.
And it always reminds me of one of my favorite groups. If you're out there on YouTube or searching for something different, and if you like jazz and earlier style music, go ahead and Google Sarah Jane and the Blue Notes. Sarah Jane is a personal friend of mine. She performs around St. Louis, and she dresses in the vintage clothing.
Oh, that's that girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
she also owns the Deco Fortress, which is an Art Deco building in South St. Louis in which she lives in. Let's see here. TCM. In fact, her car went viral. I couldn't believe it this week. Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown's a 72 Cadillac Eldorado convertible with the personalized plate of Foxy Brown. It got stolen.
Right.
It has been recovered, and it's now, I'm seeing these memes of Foxy Brown because the guy that stole it couldn't sell it because it was an old car. But at least she got it back. But anyway,
I'm glad she got it back.
Oh, yeah. TCM host. Here we go. Let's see here. Because here it is. His name was Robert Osborne.
That's right.
He passed away March 6, 2017. He was most known for his work with TCM. He was the host and known for interesting facts about the movies that they would play.
Oh, yeah, he did a great job. Well, Bahama Brad was waiting on him to die so he could take his job. And when it finally happened, I'm like, this is your time.
Yeah,
we went down
apply.
took a tour of the CNN, right?
My CNN in Atlanta.
Right.
That's a neat tour. I've done that.
And did all that stuff. And, man, he was all into it. And then Blue Cross Blue Shield came along and stole him. So, that was
I hate to say it, but there's probably more money at Blue Cross Blue Shield than radio television.
Well, there is. And he, there ain't nobody making money in radio except for Howard Stern, and he's doing pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. People on Sirius XM do a really good job.
I know. I've applied a few times, sent them my demo a few times because, they're always looking for people, and they do pay rather well. I just haven't made the cut yet.
Well, there's that. We got that guy coming up. We get to check in with him.
Oh, geez.
Well, he's had surgery. He's been under the weather. We got to take care of our buddy. He's our buddy.
Right.
Well, I can just see him rolling around Key West on his knee chair with his tutu on. I'm going to see it.
Well, there's that. Anyway, all right. So we're going to get ready for that guy coming up here next, right here on Tiki Man Radio. Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man and the whole crew. We got we got two of the most interesting men that I know. We got Flaz.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And Kevin Look.
Kevin's awesome too.
Are out in the studio, and you know what they're doing? They're talking to each other about interesting things.
That's right.
And eating donuts.
Yeah, we just need
And
to...
Golden's here.
Yeah.
Oh, Golden's here? I didn't see Golden. I'm sorry.
Golden the chef is out there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, you have two of the most interesting men you know, and Golden.
Yeah. Featuring Golden. Featuring Golden. All right, we're going to get ready for that guy coming up here next right now. We're going to go down to Mexico. I'm doing everything I said I would do whenever you said goodbye. I said, I'm going to have some fun.
That's right.
Got tired of the same old job, tired of fighting that freeway mob. Guess you never thought I'd really go, never get as far as Mexico. I've even learned to speak their language some, down on the beach drinking coke and rum. You wouldn't know me with this golden glow, soaking sun in Mexico. I'm eating right and I'm living good, doing everything I said I would. I should have left a long time ago. Who needs you? I've got Mexico. Really changed, no matter what, honey, that's a shame. I lost you and that's the way it goes. He got you, I've got Mexico. I'm eating right and I'm living good, and doing everything I said I would. I should have left a long time ago. Who needs you? I've got Mexico.
Here at Tiki Man Radio, we like to start our fans out early, like Alec, grandson of Pat and Edward Contrary. Alec, what you got to say about it?
I'm Alec, and I listen to Tiki Man Radio.
There you go. That's the only way to be. Start out as a fan of Tiki Man Radio. You're listening to Tiki Man Radio, tikimanradio.com. Your happy place, baby.
The world many a time zone, There's only one I really want to live on. Where you're surrounded by friends who lay back too. Even islanders are in the same state of mind. When the boat arrives, your own-ish time. 'Cause we're living on island time. Living on island time. Where the women wear no makeup, throw it out of your bag. And the men only need beach attire. Just put my surf shorts in there. Leave your suitcase behind, carry on's just fine. Flip-flops and tank tops for your new frame of mind. That sounds good to me. If you don't want to wait, go back to the States. 'Cause we're living on island time. Island time, baby. Island time.
That's right. It's island time. You know what island time means, right?
Well, very much so. You got to live your life like you're on island time.
Yeah.
No need to wait for an invitation. You should live your life like you're on vacation, to quote Kiss.
That's right. That's right. You know, so, yeah, we got to get ready for that guy, you know, coming up here.
Oh, yeah, because Up in Smoke, if you don't, you know, if you're not there at noon, Up in Smoke will be talking to you.
Well, you know, it is what it is. I've got 11:59 now. I have the time. So here we go. All right. I gotta play.
This is Mr. Edward Contreras of Up in Smoke Management Corporation, exclusive manager of That Guy, and we approve this message.
Hey, man, you see that guy?
What guy?
You know, that guy.
No, what guy?
Hot damn, that
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
Man, you're on the porch there, and it's awful dark right now. Let me see if I can brighten this up.
What's going on there?
Well,
he's you know, he can't.
I'm outside.
Yeah.
Do we not have light outside? I mean, come on.
Hold on a second. Let me see if we can
Shut
get
up,
it.
J-Man.
Well, the problem is the sun's shining so bright.
St. Louis. Say hi to Brody. Brody's here.
Wait a minute.
Well, hi, Brody.
Wait a minute. I think he said St. Louis.
He did.
Yeah.
I did.
With Scotty.
That's great. Scotty, chill. That's a good one, man.
Yeah, man. How you doing, brother? How you doing?
Hey, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm broadcasting from up on the top deck today.
Yeah, we did see this
coming to you live from beautiful Stock Island down in Key West there. Yeah.
Yep. I'm on the top deck because my wife's not allowing me on the beach tonight.
Oh, what's wrong?
Well, you've got an open wound.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And she don't want me to get sand in the cut, you know.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's only 5 days, so you know, I kind of agree with that.
Sure.
So we're staying up here today. It's fine. I got the TV. I'm outside. I'm good. I'm set up. I got Wi-Fi. Okay. I don't know why it's dark. I have the lights on.
It's dark because the sun is behind you.
Yeah, the sun is behind you.
We just see your silhouette.
If you flip yourself around.
Yeah, it'll brighten up.
Then it would
yeah, there you go. Perfect. Perfect.
My wife.
There's the beautiful cat. Hello, darling.
Hi, cat.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling.
Yeah, she's also the director in the background. Yeah.
So how's that? Is that better?
Yeah,
it's
that's
fantastic.
much
That's
better.
perfect now.
Yeah.
Hey, Kat.
Yeah, you're not just a silhouette now.
Well, Kat is also the director, so she's in the background saying, "You need to turn around." You know,
Well, yeah.
and all that stuff. Yeah.
She came out the door. She said, "Oh, you're all dark." So
Yeah.
It's all right now. Now we're good.
Yeah,
Yes, we are good now.
You're perfect. So the surgery went well.
Surgery went well. Like I said, day 5. It's actually doing great.
Good.
Yes, you guys, I showed you that pin.
Yeah, that's kind of gross, dude.
So I had 2 screws. I had bunion surgery and a hammer toe.
Yeah.
Right.
So they got rid of the bunion and they put 2 screws in that. Get away. He points grabbing my toe. 2 screws in that, and then the hammer toe has got a pin.
Right.
That's the thing that I'm really worried about, especially with Brody.
Yeah.
All I see is just someone flicking that pin. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and the vibration go right up into my ear.
Yeah.
So,
of course.
I'm taking really good care of it. I leave the boot on. I'm really not in any pain anymore.
Well, that's good.
First couple of days.
Yeah.
I'm not on the pain meds anymore.
Well, good.
Which I will tell you, for those who, I don't like taking meds, and they were messing my head up.
Yeah, you can get addicted to those pretty quick, so you got to be careful with them.
Yeah, I'm off them, so I'm happy to say I needed them the first 2 to 3 days.
Sure.
I'm just on regular Motrins now and everything, just for inflammation. So it's doing good. I am, it's day 5, so I'm going to take it easy, at least for the upcoming week. I'm not out on that scooter yet, J-Man. I got to tell you, that little knee walker, it's called.
Yeah, the knee scooter. Yes.
Yeah, I see myself going to break my other leg on that. It's got a little handbrake and everything because you could just propel yourself and you're going to go. So I had to slow down while I was playing with it in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be careful on that thing.
We keep behind the chocolate bar. We keep a live video of the beach bar down in the BVI behind the chocolate bar, and there's always people, mingling in the bar and all that stuff. And the other day, I saw a guy come walking through with one of those knee things, and he had the scooter thing, and I mean, he just blazed through there like it wasn't nothing,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe on week 3, I'll be blazing a little bit quicker, but not right now. I'm too nervous of, I don't think the bones is set yet. It's day 5. You know what I mean? I really don't think they're set, so I want to just take it nice and easy. I will tell you guys one thing. For you really know me. Man, I'm going nuts here. It's day 5.
Yeah.
Day 5 of doing nothing.
Yeah, I mean, don't you think you've milked this as far as you can? I mean, come on now.
No, you hush. She needs to stay off that foot.
Yeah, I'm milking it. Yeah. Your ass. Let me tell you. Just Boomer Blake was once saying how I'm always doing something. I'm very active.
Sure.
I do everything all the time. When you sit down for 5 days and don't do anything, you'll see how active you really are. I'm just going nuts. And I got 5 more weeks to go. So, it is what it is.
Well, as soon as I got back from Key West, I was really sicker than I've been in years. And I'm pretty sure I had pneumonia there for about a week. And but I didn't stop.
3 weeks.
Yeah, I didn't stop doing, I got up every morning, did my thing, and, and all that stuff. I just kind of put myself to bed earlier and got some rest. And, man, I get it. I have to be constantly doing something, Yeah.
It's amazing how much my wife is now realizing how much I do. Yes, it's all Cabana Boy stuff and all what I do around Key West and cruising and going out and doing my videos and everything. Once I stop doing that, boy, I really miss it. I'm back with a vet, so I'll take that right now. With That Guy Fitness, with my videos, with cruising, I'm coming back really strong. So I have a lot of things set in mind. So I got to do what I got to do.
So how's the page doing?
Excuse me?
How's the page doing?
The page is doing great. We're up to 1,018 now.
Oh, wow.
Last week I didn't mention. We weren't sure of the guy's name, Robert Bowman.
Oh, okay, cool.
So he was our 1,000th subscriber.
There you go. Good job.
Yeah. Hey, congrats, man.
So does he get the charter?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he won that 3-hour charter on Russell's Native Party. And get the boat of his choice.
All right, y'all calm down, quit clapping. Okay, he gets what now?
He gets a 3-hour tour on the boat of his choice, whether it's the Aria or the Zodiac. A sunset tour and everything. So all you have to do is give Russell's Native, Captain Brad a call, and you'll set that all up. So I'm really happy about that. The page is doing really good. What I love about the page, guys, is a lot of interaction with everybody. Sure. A lot of people are talking amongst themselves, and that's what I like. Friendships being formed. everyone is talking amongst themselves besides talking with me. And that's what I like. This week I've been showing a lot of jet videos.
Yes.
Because I'm subject to my house, and I got really lucky this week. There's a huge squadron in of 5 separate squadrons. Their whole entire air wing is in. So it's nonstop jet action, fighter jets, Raptors, F-18s. Everything is here. Lots of activity. I've been peppering people with videos just from my backyard.
Yeah. I got to chime in on a couple of them there.
You know what? It's keeping me going.
Yeah.
You know, and it's keeping. You know, my page. I always film the jets. So I'm thankful to have that. You know, I'm going to try getting up there this week. I hear that they're in for a while. So maybe I could drive up there. I do have friends coming in this week. Maybe they'll drive me up there. I can't take Brody, but maybe I could walk up there, hobble up there, you know, and I can show them. I'm going to bring them to that airport, to the runway, to Boca Chica Beach. Right at the end of the runway, I'm going to take a bunch of people there, so I'm going to show them around.
Well, we'll touch base with your nurse, the real person in charge of CK's cat, and see if she can give you a pass to go do something.
Yeah, don't be a smart ass. You know, I will tell you one thing. Being in the witness protection program, this is the last place that you want to be seen on. Okay?
No, that's right.
Isn't that the truth?
Right.
You
know.
Well, let's talk a little bit about fitness. I've got something for you this week. Now, you know, I hit that wall. When I lost that 50 pounds, I hit that wall, and I just could not get past it. I mean, I cut out things I thought was affecting me, like potatoes and bread and all this other stuff. I was very, very limited to what I was doing. And coming back from Key West, you know, I got sick, and I haven't had a beer for 30 days.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
And he lost.
And I've lost 6 pounds. It's got me going the down from the plateau thing. So I'm saying everybody, you know, the beer is really a big deal, you know, because I never stopped drinking beer through even all the weight loss and everything that we were doing at the time. But just 30 days. I mean, so much so the hippie chick accused me of having a girlfriend. Okay, I'm just.
I know. I said.
Yeah,
you sure are looking good. You got a girlfriend?
Well, and like I have always said, even in the beginning of my days here on Tiki Man Radio, the reason why I really don't drink beer, whiskey is so much healthier for you than beer. So if you're going to drink alcohol, right? You need, because there's a lot of calories in beer. I mean, just the carbs in beer. So, whiskey is so much healthier. It's like drinking
a loaf of bread if you think of it that way.
And my buddy Kevin Look, who is out in the chocolate bar, he's playing, you know, he plays basketball. Right, he's serious about basketball. Mm-hmm. And he had said the same thing, that he was going to not drink beer for 2 or 3 months or whatever, kind of get in shape for this tournament coming up, and kind of got me to thinking about that as well. I didn't intentionally not drink beer for the last 30 days because I was sick for 3 weeks. But once I got to feeling better and saw the results of that not drinking beer, I just kind of continued it. And
it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's doing great.
So, you know, Danny, you hit the nail on the head. In my fitness journey, it all started by just going sober. I didn't plan on losing weight. I didn't plan on any of that. Because of my liver, I went sober, and I drank a lot of beer, and they were all IPAs. Jay, you know,
I know they're the very heavy beers.
I love those.
And, you know, a case of beer before noon is no problem. So when I stopped drinking, now I wasn't dieting, just stopped drinking beer. That's where I lost my initial weight, is right at the beginning, 40 to 60 pounds just by going sober.
Yep. Yeah, I believe it.
Right. Just by going sober. And then I got on that fit bandwagon. I'm like, wow, just by stopping drinking, look at all the weight I could lose. Imagine if you really work at it and got healthy.
Yeah.
So, you know, Danny, I don't push about not drinking because it's unrealistic for a lot of people.
It is.
You know, you have social drinks. It's really, to go sober, it's a very hard thing, especially
it is.
here. Yeah, I don't push that, but cutting down on the beer, even Jay just switched, saying about going to whiskey and stuff like that. That's huge.
It is huge. It is very huge. Now, I had already gotten to a point to where, like, I come in the afternoon or whatever, and I don't drink every day like I used to, and so I just can't do it anymore. I got too much stuff going on, and so I'd already reached that point. But it was amazing. It's amazed me. Just watching, we had a pretty good spread of food here yesterday with, and I got up this morning and I lost another pound. I was like, wow, just not drinking beer is just amazing.
Stick with that for a while. So, the plateaus, we all hit plateaus.
Yes.
You hit a plateau, shock your system. One thing I really won't tell you to do either is switch into light beer, because then you just drink more beer.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean? So instead of having the one case, I had 2 cases.
Right.
So I was compensating. Stay away from the beer for a while because you're shocking your system. You know what? I can tell you, Danny. I'm slacking right now too. I'm not gaining weight, but I'm not eating clean. And I feel it in my body. Ache, pains, my digestive system, my brain fog. Does that make sense to you guys? When you
we're not.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not clear. And I'll also tell you that I'm not smoking. I haven't smoked in a month and a half.
What? Really? Well, congratulations. I'm shocked, but congratulations.
No medical marijuana at all. So
wow.
I don't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. We gotta say hi to the beautiful cat there.
Hi, Cat.
She's sitting right
Good
next
morning,
to you.
gorgeous.
Hello,
she's
darling.
Awesome.
She's running block because Brody is laying right next to my foot and he keeps pouring.
Oh, I got you.
So she's running block for me. So we were talking about the drinking and stuff like that. Danny, I'm going to get through this immediate future with my recovery. And I plan on going balls out again in January.
Yeah.
If you want to start back up, as we did a while ago when we were really into the fitness craze. 2020.
It's a perfect.
We'll all jump back on this again.
I think we should.
It's a perfect time.
Contest.
It's a perfect time. Everybody's already talking about resolutions and all this stuff, and it's a perfect time to really kind of dive back into that. After the first of the year. I mean, because it's very hard to kind of stick to a program through the holidays. I mean, people are just throwing food at you here left and right and all this stuff.
And I always say, every day is Monday, so we don't have to wait till the January 1st because that's an excuse. It's in your head. But you know what? We have lots coming up.
Yeah.
Let's enjoy ourselves. We've been through hell and back, lately. So enjoy yourselves. But me personally, I'm going all out. I'm going to be eating clean again, and I'm going to be introducing that to That Guy Fitness page, doing what we did best, and that's getting healthy, both mentally and physically.
Sure.
Right? I want to get rid of that brain fog once again. I attribute that to a lot of carbs. I really do. A lot of sugar.
Yes.
So get back out of that. I got a sweet tooth that just doesn't stop right now. I could. Man, I want everything sweet all the time. So that's my vice right now is sweetness. So we got a plane.
Yeah, it's easy to fall into. And, of course, I was trying to take J-Man's advice with the whole whiskey, and at first, I'd be drunk, in 30 minutes, because I wasn't used to drinking whiskey. So I had to really learn how to drink whiskey, which was sipping it. And
it is.
I was sitting here last night, and everybody's drinking beer, and every girl that was here last night, everyone that was here last night, they were all drunk. They were drinking everything. But I was just sipping on whiskey all night long, and I felt pretty good. And I got up, I felt pretty good this morning. So you don't have to drink to get drunk.
No, you don't.
So but I've stayed away from the beer, and it's made a difference for anybody out there that thinks that it can't be done. It will make a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Great for saying that, Danny. But I'll tell you, for me, I had to, I drank to get drunk.
Yeah.
That's a little different. We understand that.
Yeah. If you've got that problem, that's something you need to stay away from alcohol altogether. But
that's different.
Right. A sip is a gulp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Gulp.
Yeah.
I can't drink. I'm fine with that. I don't want to drink. I have no desire to drink. I'm on almost 1,600 days.
That's awesome.
No desire at all. I really don't want to at all. It doesn't affect me one bit. What does affect me is my poor eating lately.
Right.
So we're going to get back. Jay, man, you know all about the sugars.
I do.
Yeah, you know, they'll attack you. That's really a big addictive itself.
It is.
Sugar is
Sugar's awful. It's hard to cut out. And I haven't totally cut it out, but I have very little sugar in my diet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay, I watch a lot what you eat. You do eat very well. You know, you take care of yourself. You eat well. You change it up, which is good.
Yes, you have to. It gets boring eating the same stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And I know
that's so true.
Don't really heavily drink because you have it on the rocks. It just looks so nice, you know.
Oh yeah.
Rather than downing it, you know. So my brother sips his whiskey also.
Well, that's good.
So it's something that it's something we have to work on.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
All right, you know, that doesn't mean I want you to go out drinking today.
Yeah.
No.
You know what you got to do.
Yeah.
And that's key.
That's the thing. You know what you need to do. You know, I write about it all the time. You know, if you really wanted to change it, you would change it. Right?
Correct. It's on you.
Yeah.
Correct.
Quit waiting on somebody else to change it for you, or quit waiting on something to happen that's going to make you change. If you want to change anything in your life, you can change it yourself. And the cool thing about that is once you change, everything else around you changes automatically. Yeah. You know, even friends go away, this happens, all that kind of stuff, you know. So it's very important that you are in control of your own destiny.
You are the priority. You are number one. It's what I push all the time on That Guy Fitness page. You are in control. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
If that's what works for you, then that's what works.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
You know, if it's not drinking beer, if it's switching this, if it's not having cake. Once you put that in your head, there's nobody that can tell you anything. Believe me, you guys know that. 140 pounds.
Yeah.
Jay knows that.
Yep.
It's what works for you.
Yeah.
If you decide you want a Twinkie, you're having a Twinkie, and that's it. There's no one that's going to break that from you.
Yeah.
But knowing what works, what your body can handle, what your body rejects, what your body will have aches and pains from when you don't eat this, and all of a sudden you feel great. You know, your limbs are good, you're clear. That food is a big. Let me tell you, if we could lick this problem, we could solve the world right now. I'm
telling you. Yeah, I know. I feel like at this point, and we need to like say an amen and pass the offering plate around. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
it's hard out there doing the Lord's work. You know.
I'm telling you, it really is.
Well, Michelle Myers did. She said, "Amen."
Amen. Bless you, my child. But you know what, Danny?
You know what? Hey, before you go any further, we got to mention our ambassador, Michelle Myers, because not only, she's been working hard, man.
Yeah, she has.
She has been walking every day. I mean, even when she came here, she realized how many hills we have in this neighborhood. But she was out walking. So good to her, for her as well, our ambassador of Tiki Man Radio, of all great things. You know?
She is.
Michelle Myers is an awesome person.
She is.
When we were in Tennessee, we were walking together. We hit some plateaus also. And her and I have talked about it, and now she's walking again. She's back on her water, which I push again with everybody.
You got to have water.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to do that. And you know what? She's going to do it because I know why she's going to do it, because it's in her head to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So she's an awesome person. She's going to be on it. We're all going to be doing it again.
Yeah, she's going to be in the studio with us next week, as a matter of fact. So
I'm so looking forward to that.
What a perfect lead into the cheesecake.
I know.
I know.
I actually told her this morning, I said, don't make the normal 40 of them that you do. I just need a couple of them.
I can only eat one slice because it is a religious experience, and I'd eat all of it, so I can only do one slice.
I know, it is really good. You have to have it.
I'll tell you guys that she made it. She borrowed my wife's blender, a mixer. I'm sorry.
It's a hand mixer.
Her cheesecake is so heavy. Not just it broke the mixer.
It's like mixing concrete.
Wow.
Too much. She makes a really heavy cheesecake. And,
yes.
It's 1,000,000 calories.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Oh,
and
it's awful for you.
Waiting for January 1st, right?
Yeah. No, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, we. I hope everything. How long is this recovery going to last? You think?
I have.
He's in the boot for 6 weeks.
6 week total. So I have 5 more weeks.
No weight bearing for 3 weeks.
Okay.
The nurse.
Well, there
no
you go.
weight bearing.
There you go.
Weeks. Like I said, this is only day 5.
I know.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now you know why I'm going crazy.
He wanted the stealth on the first day, and I'm like, no, you're not.
No, you're not
No,
doing
you
it.
can't do that.
Yeah.
I like to
He's
do
like, we'll do it on my knees. I'm like, your toe is right there. Yo.
You know what? You should think every day that you have Kat in your life because she loves you and takes good care of you.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, she's
Hey,
awesome.
Guess what? I got a great thing that you can do.
Oh, what's this?
You remember how you were making fun of me about modifying my push-ups to the girl version? You can actually do that, and you would be on your knees and not even putting weight on your leg or your foot.
Oh, well, there you go.
Push-ups.
Was I
There you
making
go.
fun of you?
Huh?
Was I making fun of you?
Oh, you were just razzing
Wow,
me
about to
about
say.
not doing a real push-up, and I was like, no, I had to modify them because I used to do the real ones all the time, but after so many back
you're a
injuries.
jarhead.
Huh?
You're a jarhead, so I figured,
Oh yeah.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, it helps a lot after you've had some back injuries that not to do it the full way. So, and I still do a plank. Sometimes in the yoga thing, but when I'm doing just sitting there doing push-ups, I do modify them now. So
there you go.
So it doesn't hurt your back so much. But so you could do that, and you wouldn't even put weight on your leg at all.
I'm gonna be doing that.
The only thing right now is from him getting from the floor and up. He has to.
Right. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Well,
I will be modifying all my exercises. I plan on getting back into the game, guys. I do a lot of exercising.
Yes.
I plan on coming back. I'm really going to get into it. I want to bodybuild. I'm going to get into the running again. So I'm really going to go all out come January 1st.
Yeah.
I think next he can start on the upper part of his body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He gets downstairs. He has his bench and everything, so he could probably do upper stuff, not touching his foot. So
lots of things are going to happen. Lots of things with That Guy Fitness. Lots of things with That Guy and Paradise page. We have a lot of things in the works. The coffee is doing great. I'm really happy about that. A lot of people, I'm getting some great reviews. I know you guys are drinking it. We go through it like crazy at my house.
Oh, Beach Buddah, we need more.
That's some good stuff.
That's what you got to do. You got to throw the bat signal out there so everybody knows,
A lot of positive things are happening in my life. This is not a setback for me. This had to get done in order for me to propel even more forward because it was holding me back.
Sure.
So I don't look at this as a negative thing, even though I'm down. Guess what? Instead of 6 weeks, I only got 5 weeks left.
There you go.
I'm on my way of getting better, everybody. I'm coming back strong. I'm coming after all of you, including you, Danny. I'll push you guys.
Yeah. Hey, we all need to. One of the cool thing I love about the whole family that we have around us is the people that are supportive. There's a sure sign way of getting me out of your life, and that's drama, right? So I work real hard at trying to keep everybody positive. I even have to work on myself because I can become negative, and that's part of it. So you got to work on yourself as much as you do trying to help other people and all that stuff. You got to walk the talk kind of thing. Everybody's kind of working like spokes in a wheel with, our sponsors are all working together in some form or fashion or another. And, the family of people that we surround ourselves, it's really cool. So we have a good support team. Anybody that's out there, join the page there with That Guy Fitness and That Guy in Paradise and all that stuff because he's always trying to walk the talk. Right now, even he's just hopping the talk, but, it is what it is.
Danny, spot on about family and the spokes.
Yeah.
Okay? You know that we formed a great family here. I have some dear friends, both on Tiki Man Radio, on all the pages. Great people, great support team. Positivity. I've gotten rid of all the negative drama, gotten rid of everything bad, gotten rid of all the negativity. And we're pushing forward, everybody.
That's right.
Yeah.
Letting things go. Forgive and forget.
Yeah.
move on. Okay,
Yeah.
let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Yeah.
Yeah, move on. It's another chapter. You know, guys, I have a 10,000-page book. This is just another page in my book.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Many, many pages. Some of the chapters, I can't believe what the hell is going on.
We all have that. I
Yeah,
can't
we
say
all
anything
have
there.
that.
That's, yeah.
Absolutely. Everyone has got those chapters in their life. I thought I was over a lot of them. I've been through hell and back in my life. A lot of people don't know some of the hell I've been through in my old life, past lives and stuff like that. Guess what? I had another chapter. Let's move on. I'm looking forward to the next chapter, everybody.
There you
I
go.
really am.
All right, we love you guys. We're going to let you fly and wish you well, and we'll be watching from a distance as we always are. And, of course, we're always a phone call away if you need anything, okay?
Thanks so much, guys. Thank you, everybody, for everything, except J-Man.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
You know what? I just have to. Scotty, chill.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Also, I'm sorry. Thanks Tiki Man Radio for this whole week. First, I was with B-Dog and Lou with Tropical Country, and then the new Jen the Shen. She was awesome.
She
Thank
did a
you.
great job. Yeah, yeah.
She did, yeah.
And then Scotty Chill. So the whole week that I've been in, Tiki Man Radio has been keeping me good company. Thanks, guys. Bravo to you guys.
All right. Well, good, brother. We love you guys. We'll let you fly, and we'll talk to you next week, man.
See you guys.
Hey,
if
see you,
not
man.
sooner.
See
Take
ya.
care. Take it
Let's
easy,
go get
brother.
some dessert. Time to eat.
Cheesecake.
There you go. See ya.
Bye.
Come on and find it.
This hour is brought to you by JBL Legends Travel, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio, and sponsored for Tropical Country with B-Dog and Lou, featuring Golden every Wednesday between 7 and 9 p.m. JBL Legends Travel is also a partner for the Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise, May the 3rd through the 7th, 2022 in Montego Bay, Jamaica, at the Hotel Riu. $100 reserves your room. Visit tikimanradio.com and click on the picture for details, or call Joe at 732-831-5200. Always travel with people you can trust. Call Joe. MFG Records Tropical Live Cam. That is also the live cam sponsor for Tropical Country with B-Dog and Lou every Wednesday between 7 and 9. They specialize in coastal Americana, Western Americana, folk, rock, and roots, and they focus on each individual artist to help them design a sustainable career path. MFG Records Tropical, that stands for Music for Grown-Ups. Make sure you tune in for Tropical Country with B-Dog and Lou, featuring Golden every Wednesday between 7 and 9. Streaming live on the MFG Tropical Live Cam on YouTube. Brought to you by JBL Legends Travel. Streaming live on the MFG Tropical Live Cam. Music for Grown-Ups.
Time flies by like a rolling train. Can't slow it down like a summer rain. You just grab what you can like a shopping spree. Take a little pill for anxiety, but something grabs you every now and then, like the Collington Creek Inn. I was heading south down 75, supposed to catch a plane, but decided to drive up the coast and took a ride. Stopped in Raleigh for a couple of nights, then I made my way with the eastern wind to the Collington Creek Inn. Ooh, like a sweet James Taylor song. Ooh, I could get lost in all night long. Southern Scarlet sitting on a swing on a hot Savannah day in the Georgia heat. Like that front porch, I was wrapped in a snapshot second. It took me back, and I ain't been the same ever since the Collington Creek Inn. I've been in here in the Outer Banks. Some days I'm good, some days I ain't, but I keep on searching to fill the void with a bottle or a Bible or a brand new boy. I ain't healed, but at least I'm on the mend at the Collington Creek Inn. Ooh, I keep pushing on. Ooh, to find where I belong. Got a pen and a couple of strings, writing down a piece of my history. Kitty Hawk ain't too far, I could fly away to the northern star and hold the Big Dipper in my hands in the Collington Creek Inn. There's a fireplace keeping me warm. There ain't a lot I need and I could sleep till dawn. Wakes me up and I'll be gone. Perfect is the coffee I was sipping, a little slice of heaven while the sun had risen. Hated to pack my car and leave, found my soul serenity. Feels like stopping by and catching up with an old friend. Yeah, I'll be back, but I don't know how or when, to the Collington Creek Inn.
That, of course, is the beautiful and talented Erica Sunshine Lee with Collington Creek Inn, and that's our new sponsor for for the Friday kickoff with Jen Shin on Fridays between 11 and 1. And she did a great job Friday. And,
she did.
We're so excited to have Collington Creek Inn on as a new sponsor. And we got some really cool, exciting things coming down the pike with them. And, of course, we're going to make it over to Collington Creek Inn in March. And details to come with that. You'll probably want to make arrangements to come with us because we're going to have some fun over there. But more details to come. But anyway, how's the shout-outs going out there today?
Well, I wanted to say another one. We had a few more chiming in. So we got Darby and Kathy Ledbetter that chimed in.
Darby and Kathy?
Yeah.
They were awesome to hang out with when they visited the Chocolate and Tiki Bar.
Absolutely.
They're fantastic people.
Fantastic.
Can't wait to get them back over here.
I know. Well, we're going to get to see them in Jamaica.
That's right.
I'm real excited about that. Yeah. Yeah, and Ed Leonard chimed in, and he was talking about... let me go back up here to what he was talking about. He's like, Jamaica in May, let's get in shape. And he's like, yeah, we can't drink the Funky Buddha beer. And, and he was saying good morning to everybody. Patty Smith says good morning to everybody.
Good morning, Patty.
Good morning.
And let's see, I think... And, of course, Callie McCool, he jumped in there. Yeah. And what else?
That would be Mr. Cool.
That's
it
Mr.
is
Cool.
Mr. McCool.
He's changed his name 7 times.
I know. What is he?
I got to thinking maybe he's in a witness program. Every time we mention his name, he changes it. I'm like, damn, he's trying to hide, Man.
That's funny. Well, I just want to thank everybody for chiming in.
Oh, very much so.
Saying good morning to us today.
Yeah.
We have a ball doing this every Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I enjoy it.
The cool thing is you surround yourself with good people, and I love the fact when people come over and watch the show in the chocolate bar, and
that's cool.
Bring food and all that good stuff.
Hey, there you go.
So,
can't complain.
Good stuff, man. What's coming up on Tropical Country this week?
Well, Tropical Country this week, we have a special guest be joining us video. Be Shelby Lee Lowe. He is a Nashville singer-songwriter. Yeah. We got introduced to him by singer-songwriter Kurt Fortmeyer.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
He sent us a message, says, hey, I think you need to check this guy out. So we checked out. We loved the guy's music, and we reached out, and he said, yeah, let's make this happen.
Nice.
So
very
he will
cool.
be joining us.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's very cool.
And then I guess we really need to talk about the holiday schedule coming up.
Yeah, what are we doing? Because Christmas and New Year's Day is both Saturdays. So are we going to be having a Sunday show after Christmas and New Year's or not?
I'm debating about the New Year's one because we'll actually be in a new year. But typically we take that off.
I know. I remember the last couple of years we have. Yeah.
And come back into the new year, kicking off the new year. So I don't know. I do know we will not be on for the Sunday during Christmas.
Okay, so the Sunday after Christmas we will not be here. I understood.
It's very important that everybody spend time with their families, and we love doing this show. We love that, but we got to spend time and do our thing as well. And so we always take off the weekend of Christmas. And it's kind of like the last few years, it's kind of moving towards the weekend.
I've seen that,
So
I understand.
And I'm debating whether or not to, depends on how big of a New Year's Eve party we have. But
I'm thinking we should probably take that off.
Yeah, we probably
so we'll have a couple weeks off, B-Dog. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And that way we can sleep late the next morning.
Oh, wow.
Because we'll already be, we'll already be we're going to be up into the new year.
Yeah, New Year's Eve is Friday, so Saturday is New Year's Day.
That's right.
So I don't know. It just depends.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's up and down about that Sunday, but we'll see.
So definitely not the Sunday after Christmas. Then the day after Christmas, we will not be visiting you. Then it sounds like. Okay.
Now, and for the other shows, let me go back over here to my calendar here, because we got a whole crew of people working. So Jen Shin's show will be back this Friday, the 10th, and the 17th.
Okay.
And then she will be off because Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve is both on a Friday. So she will be taking off and then coming back January with a whole new show and everything.
Oh, okay.
Starting a new show during the holidays, you got to bring in Christmas music and all that stuff. So
I mean, you got to have Dominic, the Italian Christmas donkey, in there.
Yeah. Well, there's that. But So they and the same thing with Scotty Chill.
Yeah, what's he? So
since
he's
his show is
too.
on a Friday, he will be off the 24th and 31st as well.
Oh,
so,
okay. So no Christmas Eve with Scotty and no New Year's Eve with Scotty.
Well,
wow.
Here's the thing, as we get closer and closer to the holidays, the station is playing more and more Christmas songs.
Yes.
And all day Christmas Eve we'll be playing Christmas music.
That's
so,
right.
So there's really no sense, and these guys need to be off as well for their families.
True.
So
family comes first.
So that's kind of the way the schedule. And I'll post that this week so everybody knows what's going on. But yeah, we may end up taking 2 weeks off of the Sunday show.
Man.
But
it's always kind of weird whenever I don't come over here on a Sunday morning. I just have to drink whiskey in my own house by myself.
You know what's funny? I feel. I'm sure you'll be okay. I'm sure you'll be good. I didn't see you drink whiskey today.
I did. I've already drank.
Did? Okay,
you
wow.
weren't paying attention?
Well, listen, when you're flying the plane, you're not paying attention to what everybody's drinking in the back, okay? But
so no, I already have. But yeah, so that's okay. I've got 2 dogs that I treat better than humans, so life's good.
Well, there's that. But yeah.
Your dogs are great.
They're awesome.
So, we may end up taking a couple of weeks off. And
Wow.
I may put together a, best of video or whatever, It may be like an hour or something like that, Since we got a year's worth of video now because we're well over, I don't even know where we're at on subscribers. Last time I looked, it was 5,300.
Oh, wow.
That's
Is that still? Yeah, no, it's
fantastic.
awesome. I think it's great.
It's fantastic. Let's
Speaking
see,
of which, another announcement that we are working on with Island J.
It is 5,300.
We got to get, I know it sounds like a broken record, but we want to get to 10,000 subscribers because once we get to 10,000 subscribers, we can open up the online store on YouTube. Okay?
Can you believe that? That would be so cool.
I can't tell you how big that is. And as we get closer, and we're already working on this behind the scenes, and I'm going to have to get B-Dog and Lou and Scotty Chill and Jen and everybody involved with this. We're going to be designing the shirts for individual shows.
So I can go rock a tropical country shirt then.
That's right. You can have a country shirt.
Yeah.
You can have a Island Vibe shirt.
Well, I don't know if I'd want an Island Vibe shirt.
I am so
but,
excited about that. So we don't just have to wear just our show. We can wear everybody's.
I can promote B-Dog and Lou. Yeah.
That's right.
That's really cool.
And of course, Jen Shin. So we'll have that as well. So
Totally.
very excited about that.
Wow.
As we move closer and be able to get that store online, it's already online, but I mean,
well, yeah,
it's like opening up another store. It's like having our second location when it's on the YouTube store, right? It's a whole different thing, and we do this. We don't really talk about it enough, but Tiki Man Radio is free radio.
Yeah,
okay,
that's right.
You don't have to pay a subscription to Sirius XM. You don't have to. It's free radio. Matter of fact, there's a DJ in Chattanooga has been here for years, and he does a show called Fred the Show, which Fred the Show stands for Free Radio. Free radio every day or something. I don't know. Yeah, free radio every day. Okay. Fred the Show. That's what it stands for. Well, Tiki Man Radio is free radio.
It is. Just download the app.
Yeah, the apps are free. We do have a donation button on the website, but we never talk about it. Periodically, people put money in there, and we really appreciate that. Where it helps us is when you buy things from our sponsors.
That's right.
That really helps us out a lot. Right now, the Christmas time, Tiki Man Radio products are all available out there. Make sure you look for the discounts on Island J. And you need to get your orders in by December 15th in order to get them by Christmas time.
Right.
Chatting with Island J last night while everybody was having a good time. I was working on radio a little bit, but December the 15th is the safe date.
The safe date, which I need to put in a thing for him now.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. But it really, if you don't want to buy a Tiki Man Radio T-shirt, buy some hot sauce or buy some reggae wines. Help us out in
Buy
that.
some Beach Buddah Coffee.
Beach Buddah Coffee. All of our sponsors, please cater to them. That helps us out tremendously. And again, allows us to have free radio every day, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and that's what it's all about, because, without all that, then we wouldn't be here on a Sunday morning. Then what would you do?
That's true. We certainly would not be streaming on YouTube.
No.
We would, we probably would have the radio station, but there's a point, man, listen, and those of you that are in business out there, the IRS will allow you to have a hobby for about 5 years. And after that, you better start showing some kind of profit or whatever,
And that's rough in this
even if
business.
it's $1.
Yeah, that's very rough in radio to show a profit. Just saying.
It really is. It's tremendously hard,
This is really just an expensive hobby, but it's fun. I appreciate the fact I get to come in here on Sunday mornings and, blabber and drink whiskey. It's awesome.
Yeah, but, stocking stuffers, Castaway Sauce Company.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Ironically enough, a bottle of Reggae Wines will fit right in a stocking stuffer.
It will. Okay, cool. There you go. Hey, that works.
And, if you go to your local liquor store, you can ask for them to order you a case of Reggae Wines, and they'll probably do that. And then you tell them they need to carry it all the time. And, of course, Beach Buddah Coffee, I was talking with Joe yesterday and Chris yesterday, and of course they are so excited to have the K-Cups available for.
That's a smart move.
Yeah, that's moving taking the coffee business to another level for them. Instead of outsourcing those things, they're going to be doing it themselves.
Yep.
And there's a machine that does all that stuff. So they are so excited about that, and a lot of people, that's all they use. I got to have a coffee pot, but
a lot of people don't.
We have to have a pot.
Yeah.
We just, that
I drink
whole
way
one
too much.
cup. I know, 1 cup at a time. That just don't work for me.
And somebody had mentioned to me the other day that I forget who it was, but they were talking about that the Beach Buddah Coffee can be a little expensive, and I'm like, well, so I got to thinking about that.
You pay for quality.
You pay for quality. First of all, you pay for good coffee. And I got to thinking about it. So I was at the store the other day, and I was looking at the coffee.
Okay.
Have you looked at other coffee prices lately?
No, I really don't drink it. I don't.
Yeah.
Is it expensive?
I don't either. But I was shocked how expensive it was. And then you take that by 2, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So you're getting really close there. And then here's the kicker. You use the code word Tikiman, you get $5 off your order.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And if you do that, some of that coffee that you're talking about in the store that's less expensive or whatever, if you times it by 2, because a lot of the orders of Beach Buddah Coffee are 2 bags.
Right,
okay?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Keep that in mind. And but if you go, I challenge you to do the same thing. Go to the store, times it by 2, and then take the $5 off that you're getting with the Tiki Man code, and I promise you some of that coffee is more expensive.
Oh, wow. I had no idea.
I did that myself, and just to kind of, because I hadn't really
curious.
Honestly, I haven't looked at coffee prices on anything else because Beach Buddah Coffee has been in my life for well over a year now.
Right.
Yeah.
So
we're so glad of it.
Absolutely. So
I had no idea.
You pay for quality sometimes.
You do.
And, again, these are people that, they've been so good to us.
Even as frugal as I am, my frugality is legendary. I do pay for quality.
You are a cheap bastard.
I am. There is no doubt about it. No denying it. I will own it, but even I pay for quality. That's why on certain things, I spend a little bit more money. Why? Because the quality is there.
I had to throw that in there.
Well, it's true. I can't deny it. I don't know.
So your sister Judy's sending me some Alabama memes.
Hey, there you go.
Is she?
Yeah,
Are they listening to the show this morning?
I don't know, but she's sending me some Alabama
Nice.
memes.
There you go. Roll Tide, baby.
That's
the playoff is set.
Oh, so what's the playoff?
So what is the
is
playoff?
Alabama going to play Georgia again? I know you were talking about that.
The new rankings have come out.
Okay.
Alabama has jumped to number 1.
Really? They're number 1?
So they are number 1. They will play number 4, the Cincinnati Bearcats.
Really? Wow.
Number 2, Michigan will play number 3, Georgia.
wow.
So it'll be
they will be
Alabama
in the
versus
playoffs.
Cincinnati, Michigan versus Georgia.
Wow. Is that next weekend then?
Well, that's probably the best way they could have done that.
Yes.
I mean, I would have liked to see a rematch.
Which then that potentially sets up Alabama and Georgia rematch for a national championship if they both win out.
Oh, wow.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Okay.
Huh.
Interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's
Michigan
number
is-
1 versus number 4, number 2 versus number 3. So, yes.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, we all know what you're going to be watching.
And Alabama
next weekend.
should have jumped to number 1 after last night because they beat the undefeated team in the nation.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
I was thinking Michigan would have jumped since they were sitting at number 2. They would have went on up to number 1, and then Alabama would have went to number 2.
Right.
But they just jumped Alabama straight to the top. So
Yeah.
because it was such a convincing win over Georgia.
It was. There's no other way to look at it. But
We got 2 more that chimed in. Scott K. So say hello to him this morning.
Good morning,
Good
Scott.
morning to you,
And
Scott.
friends of Charles B.
Okay. Well,
Thanks for the gift ideas, he said.
Oh, nice,
cool. There you go.
nice. There you
Yeah,
go.
Very much so.
All right, we're gonna play a song, come back, and thank our sponsors, and get the hell out of here.
Sounds like a plan.
I got some Friday jingle jangle in my pocket. What you say we slip away and rock a few 9 moves? Spend the evening in some cozy conversations. Bartender shaking up, having us a good time groove. Then we'll keep the party going when they close it down at 2. Me and you, hangover too, I'm just saying. Wanna wake up, girl, with our heads a little banging. Laying in them tangled up sheets, just laughing. Trying to piece together just what the hell happened. Looking over the crime scene, only seeing my jeans and a pair of your high heel shoes. Me and you are hangover due. Let me order you another Pinkatini number. Pretty sooner or later you'll be bumming a cigarette. Get my whiskey mixing with your tipsy little hot mess. Black dress kisses. Guess what happens next? Yeah, a night we can't remember. I'm never gonna forget. Me and you are hangover due, I'm just saying. Wanna wake up, girl, with our heads a little banging. Laying in them tangled up sheets, just laughing. Trying to piece together just what the hell happened. Looking over the crime scene, only seeing my jeans and a pair of your high heel shoes. Me and you are hangover. Me and you are hangover.
time for you to make your plans for the Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise in Montego Bay, Jamaica, May 3rd through the 7th, 2022, at the Hotel Rio. You know, last year we were planning on doing this, and because of everything that happened, we had to cancel it. But I promised you that we'd re-rack it and do it again. So now we're going to do that. That's the first annual Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise all-inclusive resort, 5 stars. Brought to you by JBL Legends Travel, who is always one phone call away from anywhere. Reach out to Joe at 732-831-5200. Don't get left behind, and don't cheat yourself out of a good time. That's the first annual Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise, Montego Bay, Jamaica, May the 3rd through the 7th, 2022. We'll see you in Jamaica. That's right. Make your plans, and we are up to 14 rooms. We want to get to we want to get up to 30 rooms, and we're looking forward to everybody that's already signed up. People are already paying it. $100 reserves the room, and you don't have to have the rest of it paid for till February, which makes a great Christmas present for yourself. Give yourself a Christmas present to Jamaica, and skip all this other stuff, blenders and vacuum cleaners and things of that nature. Just skip all that and put the money towards a good time in Jamaica.
There you go. You can put your $100 deposit down, and then when you get your tax refund, which is usually in February, you can take that and just pay it off.
That's right. Beach Buddah Coffee, we want to thank them for being the official coffee of Tiki Man Radio, the best roast coast to coast. And of course, you can go over to tikimanradio.com and click on the coffee tab in the menu, and that'll take you over to their landing page where you can order all your Beach Buddah Coffee, which get your orders in now so they can get it to you. You know, they rely heavily on the United States Post Office. So
and they are going to be slow. They've already announced they're going to be even slower this holiday season than last. They've already announced.
Are they really?
Yeah, so make sure you get your orders in early, especially if you need things before Christmas.
Reggae Wines, that is the official wine of Tiki Man Radio. If you like sweet wine like I do, then Reggae Wines is the wine for you. Put the beach in a bottle, and we are still working on the jingle contest. We're going to really ramp that up after the holidays and close this thing out in January and pick out the rich
one. I'm like, what?
Yeah, huh? Pick out the best one, I should say.
There you go.
And so we're really excited having Reggae Wines on as a sponsor for the whole entire year. Mm-hmm. And of course, we had wine tastings here, and you can always stop by the chocolate bar if you're local, or if you're just traveling through, you want to come by and see us. Reggae Wines, put the beach in a bottle with Reggae Wines, and of course, go over to tikimanradio.com. And you can click on the wine tab in the menu. That'll take you to their landing page. Put in your zip code and find out where the wine is. I was talking to Jen Shin, and she has it in the stores where she lives up in Ohio.
Oh, wow.
So
well, that's very cool.
Anybody up in Ohio, tell them they need to buy that for Christmas and help a brother out, okay?
Oh, definitely.
Keys Custom Construction and Remodeling. That is your official Keys Custom Construction is the hookup for your remodeling needs down in the Keys. And they're a fully licensed, insured construction remodeling company. Full service for all your building needs. You got a piece of property down in the Keys you need to get worked on? Then Mark is your hookup. Reach out to him for 305-204-6605. A proud sponsor of Tiki Man Radio. And they signed up for a whole nother year as well. So thank you so much for that. And let's see here, Castaway Sauce Company. That, of course, is our official hot sauce of Tiki Man Radio and sponsor for Island Vibes with Scotty Chill on Friday nights between 7 and 9. Just remember a schedule programming, and I'm sure he will be mentioning this on his schedule as well. He will be off the Friday of Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So, but Castaway Sauce Company, they were a sponsor of our SEC championship game yesterday. We had the hot sauce out for my world famous turnip greens.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
And if you go over to tikimanradio.com and click on the hot sauce tab in the menu, that'll take you over there. And of course, make sure you click on the bundle price and get all 4. and try them all out. And remember, the Blackbeard's Revenge is the hot one, and it only takes about a drop of that. I screwed up and put more of that on my turnip green, and then I had to use the Chipotle one to kind of smooth it down a little bit. Golden did the same damn thing.
That's funny.
Alan Maltz Gallery, of course, that is the official wildlife and fine art photographer of Florida, of the state of Florida, by God, okay? By God. Yeah,
by God. What happened to RG? Where's RG?
Yeah, by God. He's doing his thing, man. He's lost a lot of weight, though.
Oh, good.
Yeah, by God. And that is also a sponsor for Island Vibes with Scotty Chill on Friday nights between 7 and 9. And, of course, if you're down in Duval Street, you do like we did. Go to the gallery at 1210 Duval Street. And just so you know, it's a little further down towards the southernmost point. I would say it's between the Rum Bar at the Speakeasy there and the southernmost point, and it's on the right side if you're going down towards the southernmost point on the down Duval Street. So make sure you go by and check it out. Beautiful, beautiful art in there, and makes some great Christmas presents as well if you got somebody that has a beach house or something like that. Key West Trading Company is our official whiskey of Tiki Man Radio, and of course a partner for Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase Key West Bound. They give every artist a bottle of whiskey or vodka or rum or whatever he'll give us is what we'll do. And if you're down in Key West, make sure you go by what used to be the tasting room. It's really not the tasting room anymore. No. It's more of the welcome to the back to the island, back to the island / tasting room. But I'm sure if you go in there and say, "Hey, I'm here for some whiskey," they'll get a bottle out and let you taste it. And that's at 627 Eaton Street in beautiful Key West. JBL Legends Travel, that is our official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. And, of course, sponsor for B-Dog and Lou, featuring Golden on Wednesdays between 7 and 9 p.m. And they are always one phone call away from anywhere. And, of course, he is a partner for the Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise. You can reach Joe at 732-831-5200. Also working with him on a different thing after the first of the year. I think you're going to be really excited about this. But more details to come with that as well. But of course, the Key West Pearhead Club is our official Pearhead Club of Tiki Man Radio. If you're going to join a Pearhead Club and you don't have one locally or whatever, reach out to the Key West Pearhead Club, join that club, and help all the charities that they're involved with. And let's see here, Collington Creek. We want to make sure we mention those guys if they're coming on board. And being the sponsor of
Gin
Shin on Fridays with the Friday kickoff. I was trying to find the damn video.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Let's see here. Can't find it.
Yeah, it looks like a beautiful place.
Yeah. Anyway, can't find the video now, but anyway, we appreciate those guys coming on board. We've got some very exciting things coming on. You're looking for a place to get away in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, surrounded by water, then this is the place. That's a beautiful song that Erica Sunshine Lee
that was a good song.
Yes. It's got a beautiful video out there about it, and we're looking forward to working with them on some other cool things in the very near future. What else you guys got before we get out of here? Anything?
No, I'd probably say it's been another great show. It's been a pleasure, letting me come in and violate your eardrums for a few hours on a Sunday. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We'll do it again next week. Everybody stay positive, stay healthy, and we'll keep on keeping on.
How you feeling, Hippie Chick?
I'm feeling great. I'm going to get out the Christmas decorations now.
Oh, Lord.
Everybody else does it at Thanksgiving. I absolutely refuse to do that because we have not had Thanksgiving yet.
Oh.
So, you cannot get your Christmas decorations out until after Thanksgiving.
Well, I'm ready for Festivus, the holiday for the rest of us.
There you go. You got your pole.
I got my silver pole all ready for
Festivus.
Festivus.
Pole. There you go. And so, I'm gonna run down here to Ace Hardware and to the garden center and get us a little tree.
Oh.
We'll put here in the chocolate bar.
There you go.
Well, there you go.
There's your afternoon.
I thought we was going to have a pretty good day till that, but anyway.
He hates Christmas.
Me
by
too.
The way.
I do. I've been that way most of my life.
I don't know if I hate Christmas. You know,
I'd
like
rather be off somewhere, in the Caribbean or something. For
you
a
end
few
up
weeks.
like those parents in Polar Express. You know, you lose it when you
Yeah.
you got to get the Christmas spirit, all that stuff back. Yeah. But, and maybe we got a granddaughter that's going to be born probably in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know how
right.
that rolls.
Maybe she'll bring back the Christmas spirit. I don't know. But,
Who knows?
We'll see. It's not that I hate Christmas.
Yes, you do.
I just,
Yes, you do. You won't even let me put lights on the porch.
I'm just trying to get past it.
He's a total Scrooge.
I am. I can't say anything about this because I am too.
He's a Grinch. He's a Grinch.
I am.
I'm going to take. I'm going to correct you on that because technically the Grinch did not hate Christmas. He just hated people.
Well, that's true.
I've always hated people.
Okay,
that's
that's
nothing
it.
new.
He did.
Well, then he's Ebenezer Scrooge then.
Oh no, It's a Wonderful Life. That movie's been awful for 50 years. God,
Jesus.
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
Love it.
It was on last night when I went to bed. I actually watched a little bit of it.
There's nothing worse than that. Oh God,
I actually like it, man.
I do too.
I love it. I love it.
And I'm supposedly the Grinch. What the
Nicole
hell's wrong
Hall,
with you?
she said, I'm a Grinch too.
Well, I can relate to Nicole. Her and I are on the same page. That's
Nicole, we just need to all plan to go to Key West or somewhere and just skip the whole holiday.
Hey, that sounds great to me. Sign me up. I'm there.
We are
Maybe
working on
next year.
going to Ireland with Flaz and Reese in 2023.
That's right.
Oh,
I'm excited about that.
So we're going to be changing up the schedule a little bit in 2023. Maybe you guys can come in here and do the Sunday show or something.
Oh, we do it.
Yeah.
B-Dog and I do it.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Got house keys.
Why
now.
not?
Y'all can do it.
Oh, I don't have keys. I'm not that worthy.
Well, the door's always open. But Nicole Hall, I love you. Thank you for being a Grinch with me. Okay.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, she is awesome. Her heart is always in Key West.
Yes, it is.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for everything. Thank you so much for being a part of Tiki Man Radio. Get your orders into Island J. Help us out. That helps us out tremendously. Cater to the sponsors and partners we have at Tiki Man Radio. That helps us out tremendously, which makes all this possible. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for everybody chiming in. Thank you, Lauren Davidson, for being on the show.
Lauren, that was awesome.
Tuning in or checking in from the country, Panama. And, of course, that guy, we hope he gets to feeling better. And it's always it's like getting an extra toy in your Cracker Jack box when Cat pops in on the video.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? It's like getting real jewelry in your Cracker Jack box. Okay, so mwah, love you, darling. All right, but it's about time for us to get on out of here and let you get on with your day. Start your day off right the island way with positive vibes and Tiki Man Radio. For God's sakes, cut out the negativity and the drama and turn on some positivity, all right? That's what Tiki Man Radio is all about. Wednesdays, tune in to Tropical Country with B-Dog and Lou starting at 7 o'clock featuring Golden. Friday, it's the Friday kickoff with Jen Shin between 11 and 1. Check out that new show, and it's also over on SoundCloud. And Friday night, Island Vibes with Scotty Chill. Saturday, it's Jukebox Saturday, starting when you get up, Buttercup. And we'll be back here next week with another edition of Sunday Mornings with Tiki Man. Have a fantastic day, everybody.
See ya.
Stay and play and sing for a while, but it's time to hit the road. Say goodbye, so long, farewell, bye-bye. Andy!
Goodbye to my friends, I'm glad you were here. It's time for us to go and get another beer. I like to see your smiling faces again, so goodbye, my friends, bye-bye. Thank you for the open invitation, your kind of laws and adulation. But look at the time, oh Lord, we gotta fly. tears in our eyes. We'll be back soon, so don't you cry. So long, farewell, bye-bye. So long, farewell, bye-bye. So long, farewell, bye-bye.
Whoa.
So long, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being a part of Tiki Man Radio. Tuesday on the Island replay with B-Man and Michelle coming up immediately following the show. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Key West, it's Tuesday afternoon.
Hey, Tuesday on the Island.